So, I think where we left
That's
off,
in the wrong place.
and you sent me the character list, I believe.
Yeah.
Just have to pull it up in
What the
messages.
heck? Streaming? I should be
There it is.
streaming. Why am I not streaming? There we go.
That working?
Yeah. Getting my backup set up and everything. Yeah, I sent you the character list. It's not very long. It's primarily some of the other
Yeah,
firefighters' names and then the lady. Uh,
yeah. Well, that's fine. Just as
and the
long as we
lady
have it.
who died. Dun dun dun.
McCarthy, right?
Marin.
No,
McCarthy
McCarthy
was the
would be.
brothel
No,
owner.
Yeah,
right. Bridget McCarthy is the woman we brought out of the burning building.
Claire
yeah.
Marin, or Marin,
Is the,
is the
yeah, it's the
victim.
woman who died.
Yes.
Yeah, she
And
apparently died by
yeah,
spontaneous combustion.
my character doesn't know what that is, so
Yeah,
he doesn't know.
McCartney is the
She
one
burned
who
to death.
owns the brothel. Someone
Hmm.
tried to strangle her,
Yeah.
and we don't know whether these
Murder.
at the moment. We also don't know whether these things are related.
Eh, the police will figure it out, or they won't.
They won't. I promise you, they won't.
It's not my job.
Yeah, their lack of caring is legendary on this subject. They
That's all
really.
right.
Yeah. Now, if a prostitute gets who's known to favor rich people gets murdered, then the media will be there, and then the police will be there. But McCartney's place,
So long as
it's
I'm
a little,
not there.
yeah, just as well probably. So that's, I believe, what we got. And you'd also taken some books
Oh yeah,
from
Mhm.
from Miss Marin's room.
Burke has two, and I have
Yeah.
one,
Yep,
and we don't know
yep.
what they're. What's? Oh, that's what I want to do. Is look at the book. Are there pictures?
So okay, well, hold on, we got that. We also, I don't think, I
Jewelry.
think we where we left off was where you guys had left the scene.
Yeah.
So things had been
Mhm.
cleared there. There's was been another company that you guys had basically intimidated out of this. So you got to do a bit of looting, which was, fine. Nobody's going to notice. And you guys looked really good doing it because the building is still standing. Everybody got out okay, with, one exception.
There was barely any damage at all. A,
Yeah,
a chair and some drapes.
yeah. No, the building is actually still inhabitable.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, one room is smoke
Yeah.
damaged. And because the door was closed at the time, that smoke didn't even get
Oh
out into the
yeah.
hall.
Till
So
we
no,
opened it.
you guys didn't even hit the smoke until you opened that door. So some smoke did filter out into the hall. So there's going to need to do some washing. But the truth is, the drapes and stuff in the hall, they're probably salvageable with a good cleaning. Same with the carpet in the hall. It got some smoke. It picked up some smoke. It can probably be salvaged by just cleaning it thoroughly. So really, beyond the contents of Marin's room, no real damage. What about Marin's body?
What about it?
Did you guys remove it, or did you leave it
No,
there?
I didn't touch it.
I'm not talking.
No, that's for
Yeah.
the
Okay.
fire marshal, if there is one in this time period, or the
There isn't.
police. Then it's not. Oh, it's for Tully. Then we told him about it. He can do something about it if he wants, or the police can deal with it.
Okay.
Also, Burke got an envelope full of money that nobody knows about.
This is true. Uh, it was Daly, I think, who was up there with you. So he will actually call for some help to move the body because somebody's got to, and you're the somebodies. So if you personally don't want to do it, some of the company will.
I don't. I
Okay,
go back.
and that's fine.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the
I'm
horses.
okay.
Well, Daly will do it then,
He's the young one.
and yeah, he's the young guy, and he'll grab somebody from off the street. One of your well, I shouldn't say someone off the street. One of your guys.
He
Uh,
should take Hutton. Hutton's a big guy. He's the one that
um,
was holding the ladder.
he was, but
Or
since
Duke.
probably still down there. No, he's going to grab. He'll actually grab the first guy he runs across, Mister Garnett or
Garnet?
Gannett.
Ga-
Gannett, no R.
Gannett. Just okay.
Yeah,
He's one of our
uh,
boys.
he's one of your guys.
Okay. Okay.
Gannett's also pretty strong, and Gannett has a reputation for being probably the best drinker in your outfit. So if you want a guy who's not going to throw up when
Better than me.
confronting a body, he's your man.
Yeah. My con's not great. I'm not. I avoid these things.
Yeah, he's probably got the highest con score of anybody in your outfit. So if you
95.
need to move a body, he's your man.
Good.
So in this case, Staley chose well. Maybe it was accidental that he just ran into him first. Maybe he actually thought about it and found the right guy for the job.
Good on him.
Good on him either way. So they will bring the body out, and those guys will take charge of moving it to basically finding a wagon to move it to the city morgue.
Okay.
Mm.
Good.
So because it can't stay there, obviously.
Miss McCarthy could have it moved.
She
Is
could, but
It's her property.
you guys
is there
should.
going to be any
Oh.
kind of autopsy, or is it just being chucked in a hole as quick as possible?
If it's
There's really not much left to autopsy.
it's just ash.
There's a lot of ash, and only parts of the body remain.
Yeah.
So it's
Spontaneous
unlikely.
combustion like incinerates you like you went through a crematorium. It's really
Yeah.
fucked up.
What they're going to do is they're going to hold the body for a bit. Most importantly, what they're going to do is they're going to see if she has any friends or relatives who want to pay for a burial. So if someone comes to claim her body, then if she has friends or relatives, they will claim the body from the morgue, and then they can arrange for a funeral. If no one does, they'll bury what remains in a potter's field,
Hmm.
which is where they bury the poor and the unloved. So the body basically will remain for a day or two to give those people time to come and claim it if they wish. And if they don't, then that's what's going to happen.
Free cremation. Save them
Yep.
some cash.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be honestly, if they do bury her at the potter's field, it'll be the easiest burial the guys who dig graves there ever did. They could dig a 12-inch hole.
Yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't. They should probably do a right job, but
They're
they
not
don't
getting
have to.
paid that much.
Yeah, no. And if they get paid by the grave, I'm promising you they're going shallow on that one. Save themselves some work and get paid more today. Not your problem any longer unless you want to examine the body further.
Not me.
So if you want to at any point in the next day or two, you can also go to the morgue and do that. Just in case you want to. So basically where we'll pick up then is you guys will return to the station house. By this point, it's about midnight. So most of the boys are probably heading off either to continue drinking or to find some sleep. For many of you, work begins at 6 or 7, so you've got just a few hours to get some sleep, before a day job. Those of you have day jobs, which is
Wait, what day? What day is it? What day was the fire? What weekday or weekend? We have
don't
July of
recall.
1844, but that's the only information we got.
Yeah, I don't think we settled a particular day. Let me pull up a calendar.
Well, I
And
didn't
we'll
get a
see.
calendar for this guy.
Grab
I
a
mean, like, is
calendar.
tomorrow Sunday? Then we can sleep in, or
Well, in theory, you could go to church on Sunday.
yeah.
Yeah, well, let me pull up a calendar for 1844. So we did not actually assign a day. So
No.
let's go with the middle of the month. So let's say the 17th, the Wednesday. So when you wake up, it'll be Thursday the 18th.
All right, I do have to go to work that day. I'm gonna sleep
Yeah,
at the
so
fire station then, if I can get away with it.
Yeah, you can. Some people do. We're in that age where the idea of firemen camping out at the station so they're ready to act is just starting to take hold. In some
Sure, that's why I'm there. Yeah.
Because notice today, that's a normal thing. Where at every fire station, some people will bunk there so they're ready to go in an instant if they're needed. Most people don't do that. They ring the bell, and then church bells pick it up, and then people run through the street shouting, and then everyone who's involved rushes to the station house.
Right. You said
Yeah,
we
there's
didn't have a
nothing there.
bell.
You should have a bell, yeah.
Well, you said we didn't last time we played.
Oh, you should have a bell.
Oh, great.
Everybody did.
Okay.
Also, church bells will echo it, and you'll even see people running through the street shouting. And members of the company, like, so for instance, if you're home and you hear the bell and realize you're being summoned,
Mm-hmm.
It is not a bad idea to shout "fire, fire, fire" on your way to the station,
Right.
so that any of the other guys who didn't hear it, hopefully will realize what's going on and will jump out and join you,
Anybody
and
else
then they'll
staying
run back there.
at the fire station
Uh,
that night?
yeah, I think there was someone was who was raising their hand.
That was me.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes, I was wondering if I knew about. I could track down the condition of Miss McCarthy. Was
Um,
she was she conscious when we left her, or was she carted off somewhere to recover?
no, she didn't go anywhere. She's staying in her room. Uh,
Okay.
you did see a fellow by the name of Dr. McCandless. He's a local. Whether he's
Hmm.
actually a doctor is an excellent question, but people think of him as a physician, so he gets away with it. He had arrived and was attending to her. It's a good bet that he arrived, given the fact he was putting his coat on, by exiting the building out the front, circling around the back, and acting like he had just come down the street.
Hmm. I see. What was his name again?
McCandless.
Yeah. So it's a good bet that he was close at hand at the time,
All right.
for obvious reasons. He was attending to her last you saw. Now, you
Okay.
could also, and any of you who want, you could stick around. You don't have to head out. I mean, most of you are heading back, putting your equipment away, getting
That's what
getting
I'm
your,
doing.
your, your pump and wagon back to the station house. But if one of two of you want to stick around when things calm down, you can do that.
I think I might want to swing back the next day with a bottle of maple syrup, just because we described
That fucking maple syrup.
yeah. It's a reoccurring bit. It's a reoccurring bit. We described Miss McCarthy as somewhat of a peer of mine, and after the traumatic situation she's just been in, I want to offer my sincerest condolences.
Okay. So the next day, then, some of you are examining
Wait.
books. Some of you are going to visit McCarthy's house. Some of
Yeah.
you are going. This is also around your work schedule,
Well,
so
then,
we're just gonna
then the
sort
night
of assume that.
before, the night before,
Yep.
slow down. Was I alone at the fire department? Am I the only one that's up there spending the night?
Did anybody else stay the night?
Like nobody else is there?
I don't think so.
Then I'm gonna take like half an hour and just skim the book and see what it is. I'm just curious.
Okay.
So before
So
I go to bed, I'm gonna have a little super light reading because I'm not a good reader.
okay. You
If
do know
it's
how
in
to read.
English, yeah, I know how to read. I have
Okay.
a 11th grade education.
Okay. So what you've got here, there are two texts.
There's two.
One, yeah, two books.
No, there
Remember,
was
you
three
split.
books. I have one of them.
Oh,
And
oh, I thought you had two. You
no,
have
no,
one.
no. I just
I'm the
have the
one with
one.
two.
Burke has the others. I just
Okay,
wanted a
so
quick look at this one.
make a luck roll. Let's see which one you got.
Me?
Yeah, did you get receive a full one?
Success, 64 out of 70.
Okay, so success, not a great success.
No, it's not.
What? Yeah. So one, you do have something that's in English.
Oh,
So at least there's that. Uh, this is there's no title on the cover,
okay. What about inside?
but inside, what you've got is a guide to spirits
Okay.
with attached stories
With attached stories
and true occurrences.
and true occurrences. It's a
In
nice
other words,
long title. Must be a good book.
it appears to be, near as you can tell, a collection of what we would call ghost tales.
Ooh. Okay. I'm not much of a reader. Is it printed? It's a printed book?
Yeah,
Is
it's
there a
printed.
printed date? Is it old?
It's actually fairly recent.
Okay. All right. I'll check with Faye later and see if it's worth anything. I'm gonna just go to bed after that.
Yeah. The odd thing about its printing, though,
Mm-hmm.
is the printing is local.
A New York printer.
Yeah, Fishman and Sons on Fulton Street. But the odd thing about it is the inside of the title page.
Ah.
There's a stamp, an imprimatur.
Stamp. Informator. Infernum.
that,
Is that
no.
on fire? That's on fire in some other language.
There's a couple of words on it in Latin. You should make yourself an education roll.
My Latin's. I don't know Latin. If it was Gaelic,
Yep.
I might be able to figure it out. Education.
You might know
No,
this.
fail. 65 out of 55.
Okay. Um, there's, you've seen this little bit of Latin somewhere before, possibly in church.
Church.
Is this a message from a cleric?
Church? Question mark. Okay. That might make it worth more if it's a church book. So
Well,
I'm gonna.
it's not a church book, but
You
it
don't.
seems
I
to
don't.
have a message or something
You don't
from
know that it's about
from
spirits, Father, Son, Holy
some kind of,
Spirit.
yeah.
Could be a church book.
Yeah.
I'll stop by the
And
church at some
as I
point and
recall,
get some.
your character is Catholic, right? So I say you
Non-practicing,
don't
but yes.
if you don't know how to read Latin, you've heard Latin in church.
Okay.
Most Catholic masses are still conducted in Latin.
Informatum. I'll skim it real quick see if there's any other interesting markings or writings that aren't the printed copy or marked pages or something for good stories.
There appear to be a few handwritten notes done with pencil. So you'll need more time to understand them.
All right,
but
I'm going to bed.
Parts have been like someone, for instance, who put an asterisk next to a part.
I have to actually do homework. Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be actual.
I'm not doing that tonight.
Sorry, it's going to be real work.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll find. We have lockers. Do we have lockers here with our stuff?
It's
or
a
something?
cubby. It doesn't have a lock.
That's fine.
Like think how a lot of modern stadiums where you have a cubby hole, but it doesn't actually have a lock.
But it has a little door on it, a little cupboard kind of deal.
Yeah, it's basically a shelf.
Yeah, okay.
So you can put things on it. There's no way to secure them from other people if someone wants to steal it.
We haven't been. There's not a lot of stealing amongst ourselves, is there?
That's why there's no lockers. That's why there's no locks here.
Yeah, I'll put
because you wouldn't need them. Who would steal from?
Yeah, I'll put the book in there.
Are your boys who would steal from them, from their own?
I'll put the book in there and I'll put the jewelry in the back. Kind of shove an old rotted pair of underwear or something on top of the jewelry to kind of hide it just in case, and go to bed. There we go.
I mean, after all, sorry. If you didn't trust these people not to steal from you, would you really trust them to fight fires with you?
Maybe if they go first.
Yeah. Trust is important here.
July
okay, so
18th.
Anything else to be done that night by anybody?
I'm done. Thanks.
Okay,
I guess I'd look over the books I have.
Okay, so you're actually taking time to do that too. You've got two. The other two. One of them is a language you don't recognize. An education roll might tell you what language it is.
All right, luck of the roll.
Yeah,
it's pretty low.
It's definitely not one you recognize.
Nope.
No idea what this is. Best guess, maybe it's German, but it makes no sense. The guy who might be the author is Wander something, so maybe that's German. Von, German, right? Right? Sure. Okay. The other one is in Latin.
All right,
this is
try.
Yeah. This is almost more pamphlet than book, although it is bound. It's small. Do you read Latin?
No, I do not. Sorry.
Okay. But the nice thing about being raised Catholic is you'll recognize it for what it is. This text is definitely Latin. So here, at least you know what language you're dealing with. The Latin text also has some what appear to be diagrams. Do you have any points in occult?
Just the standard.
Oh, you're welcome to have a go at it. Maybe you get super lucky.
We'll see. 5% chance.
Yep.
Man, double zeros.
No, you don't want double zeros.
That's 100.
Yeah, that's bad. You want 0-1, not 0-0. What'd you get?
I got 7.
You could spend 2 luck points then and
Ooh.
succeed.
I will spend the 2 luck.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
What you're looking at here is almost certainly what an occultist would call a grimoire. A collection of, can you call these spells? In other words, this, like for instance, here one of these diagrams is a circle with writing in it that you would make to contact an angel or a devil or something. So if you could read the text here, this may be instructions for communicating with angelic or demonic beings. If you believe in that kind of shit. Whether you believe in it's a different issue. But whoever put this together, it appears as if they believe that these things work. That if you do these diagrams and do what the instructions tell you to do, some kind of supernatural being will appear. The diagrams are also pretty damn complex. And some of the diagrams incorporate what is almost certainly text in Hebrew. And possibly text in other languages as well. Or maybe those are just squiggly diagrams and not letters at all.
Igloo.
I don't think Kian would. I don't know if he's gonna like what he's seeing. I think he's gonna try to hide it.
Yeah, whether you have any whether you want to attach any significance to any reality, this is entirely up to you. But that's what this book is probably claiming to be, a manual for contacting a supernatural being or beings of some kind.
Devil worship.
Honestly, from what you're seeing, it's hard to tell whether these beings are supposed to be angels or devils or both. So it might be contacting a higher order friendly being or a lower order unfriendly being.
Why risk it?
Yeah, and until you can read the text, it's impossible for you to know which is which. So the diagrams in the occult roll will give you a good sense of what this thing is for. You need to read the text to understand the details of what you get. If you do this and it actually works. That is certainly in the details of the text. You'll also recognize at various points names associated with angelic beings. So, for instance, in one of the diagrams, letters that spell out the name Uriel. Remember that from your Bible school. It's an angel. So, the other possibility, of course, is that it's a good bet that your neighborhood priest might know more. I don't know that you want to bring that up with them. It's not a good look. So, hey, Father, I got this stolen book of demons. Somebody, can we talk about it?
As long as you don't say it's stolen.
I'm not sure that's the world. Well, otherwise you have to admit it's yours, which is even worse.
My sister lent it to me.
Yeah, that's it. I borrowed it from my sister.
Should I burn it?
Well, it's not available right now, and isn't coming back anytime soon. Sure.
Yeah, my sister that you've never seen or heard of.
Yep, she did this.
He's allergic to follow-up questions. It's really quite unfortunate.
Yeah. So, anything else to be done tonight then?
No, I think I'm good.
Wait.
Okay, so
Burke, at least count the money. It's all yours.
Oh yeah.
You got a whole envelope full of cash.
I got a whole envelope of cash, paper cash.
You've got $137.
Ooh,
I'm rich. That's some big money now.
Why did I make that spot hidden?
Yeah, that's all yours if you want it. All in modern bills.
Hundreds.
In modern currency.
That's a lot of money for a prostitute to just have lying around, isn't it?
It's entirely likely that that's her. If the money's legit, if she's not involved in any other kind of crime or anything, that's probably her life savings.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of money.
She's been saving money. A lot of immigrants do.
The frugal
In particular,
prostitute.
Well, in particular, because for a lot of immigrants, and your characters know many of them, they're sending money back to the old country, or they're saving up to pay for the passage of their friends and relations to come over. So you come first, you find a job, you save up money, and then you pay for a ticket for your wife, for your husband, your children. That's a pretty common practice. So maybe Ms. Marin had family in the old country, and she was saving up to buy them a ticket to come over.
That's nearly $6,000 today.
Yeah, it's probably life savings. It's pretty good money. You can buy stuff with it. You could buy, among other things, a ticket from Ireland over to here.
You could get Faye out of debt. Oh, too bad.
Or that. Okay, so tomorrow then, you guys will wake up. Those of you who have jobs will do those things. Is anyone doing anything following up from yesterday at any point in the day?
Do I have work? My construction work
Uh,
is like on and off.
Make a luck roll.
Oh man.
In the summer, its odds are you will.
Okay. Yeah, success.
Yeah.
27 out of 70 is a hard success.
Yeah. So you've currently got a regular gig.
Awesome.
You're part of a crew that's actually opening the street down by Anthony Street to install the sewer pipes.
Okay.
So when this project is done, that part of the neighborhood will have flowing water again. We're
Okay.
building updated sewer pipes.
That's awesome.
It also means it's steady work for weeks. You can count on work 6 days a week for the next couple of weeks.
That's
You
awesome.
can count on steady work and steady pay.
So no more luck checks.
Yeah.
Monday through Saturday.
Yep. Yeah. And you get paid every Saturday.
Oh,
So
thank God.
you're doing good in that regard. As for the rest of you, two of you have businesses to maintain, so your hours are flexible. And Mr. Tully has an office that he might or might not show up at any given point.
Yeah.
Have you? Just curious. Have you visited the office recently?
Yeah, he has.
Okay.
He probably was gone today.
Okay. Anything particular to be done there? Or are you just digging yourself out from whatever yesterday's problems were?
Pretty much just digging up yesterday's.
Okay. So you've got the usual sort of stuff. People who want you to do them a favor. People coming to look for a job. That sort of thing. Various bids for upcoming projects. Letters from fellow aldermen about a vote that's coming up and which way you're going to be on it. And how do you feel about this or that? So you've got a lot of that. There is one thing though that jumps out at you a little bit. It's a handwritten note from a man by the name of Constantine Denoho. Khan, as they call him.
Okay.
Because nobody can pronounce Constantine. He's a big shot politically. And apparently he wants to meet with you at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
The note does not say what it's about, but he'd be foolish to put such a thing in writing.
Yeah.
So it says basically, when you get a chance, come look him up. He wants to talk to you.
Well, that's what I will do.
Okay. So go to find him.
Yeah.
It'll take you a little bit. So first thing, try his office. He's not there. Then Weaver's Tap Room, and that's where you'll actually find him.
Okay.
Holding court at Weaver's Tap Room on Mott Street. Basically, long story short, what he wants to talk about is the upcoming election. As in, he wants to make sure where you stand on that. He wants to make sure your boys are going to be ready if things, turn ugly.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, this is election preliminary. It's July. The election is several months away. So he's basically laying the groundwork for that.
Yep.
But the short version of it is, if you're on board with getting behind him, that means he kind of owes you one too. Because that's how this always works.
Yep.
So if there's something you want him to do for you at this point, now is the time to ask. Or you can let that sit for a bit, and then if you need his help later.
And he's running for what position?
He's not running for a position this year.
Oh.
He currently holds the position of I can't remember the official title. Basically, he's the guy responsible for making sure that businesses in the city use appropriate and fair weights and measures,
Okay.
which is a job, of course, that lets him engage in all sorts of shenanigans. Yeah, this is how corruption works. In other words, if you get on the wrong side of him, you will have your business was in trouble.
Is he Irish?
Theoretically, by birth,
Fair enough.
he does not really identify very much as Irish. And the funny thing about it is, he's actually does a really good job of dealing with non-Irish constituents. He's one of these guys who's crossed some of those lines. That's hard to do. But he's also the kind of guy he's funny, he's friendly, he will buy you a drink, and if you cross him, he will knock your teeth out. So he's got that reputation of being a good guy to hang around and a bad guy to cross.
I'll make sure my boys make sure the right votes get counted.
Yeah, he's just checking with you on that. That's basically what this is. And a reminder, if you need him, you know where you can find him.
Yes.
He heard about what happened last night at McCartney's, and he'll also add before you leave that Bridget McCartney she's popular. So if some son of a bitch tried to do her in, Mr. Donato would not be at all upset if said son of a bitch fell off a pier.
Yes. Well, we'll see what we can figure out.
Yeah, so it's also clear to you, you are not the only one he's told this to.
Yeah.
In other words, he's mobilizing his guys, and whoever did this to McCartney, he wants that guy gone.
Yeah.
And whoever gets that guy will be in his favor, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I notice he doesn't care when he says falls off a pier. In other words, he doesn't care if this guy is run out of town or ends up dead in a ditch. He wants this guy gone, one way or the other. I want to know who did it and make sure whoever did it isn't ever going to do it again.
Yeah.
So that's your midday.
Okay.
Graham, I think you had come back. You were going to come back to the McCartney place.
Yeah. Yes.
To see what the situation was there.
Absolutely. I'm expressing deepest condolences for the terrible scene last night to another established member of the business community.
You mean Bridget?
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll find Miss McCartney in her room. She's resting. You'll find Dr. McCandless is still there too.
Mm-hmm.
He clearly stayed the night. This was not an imposition.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he minded at all.
I knock on the door.
One wonders if he had the energy left for that, but certainly that is where he slept. Yeah. So he will show you upstairs. He'll actually knock to make sure Bridget is okay, and then let you in. He'll tell you that he'll be downstairs if you need anything. One of Bridget's girls, Lillian, I think, Lillian, something like that, is in the room as well. She's basically playing nursemaid. She's got a hot drink. Smells like tea. She's basically making sure that McCartney has tea and honey. McCartney incidentally has a bandage wrapped around her throat and has a hard time talking. And she almost got strangled. So
yeah, the corroding.
Yeah.
I take off my hat as I enter, my overly sized stovepipe hat.
Yep.
Hello, Bridget.
And she'll motion you to take a seat.
I take it and I nod towards the woman tending to her.
She'll also ask you if you want some tea. She's got plenty.
Oh, I would love some tea. I am terribly, terribly sorry about what happened last night. I'm glad that I could do my part in helping. It's a simply horrific situation. To find you,
Well,
I'm glad we found you.
it's going to take a while to get a full answer because she's actually going to do more writing than speaking,
Absolutely.
and try to put it in form of yes and no questions so she can respond like that. But the short version of it is she did not see the attacker.
Hmm.
She heard Marin shout. She was sitting in her room. She had the door open. She was going over some books. She was basically doing some accounting and keeping an ear out. That's what she does many nights, keeping track of the business expenses while keeping an ear out in case she's needed. So she heard Miss Marin shout, and she got up to see what the matter was. And then someone jumped her from behind. She's pretty sure the attacker was lurking in the hallway right outside her door.
Did I noticed that your man, I forget his name, was in the crowd during the blaze.
Johnson.
Yeah, Mr. Johnson.
Johnston. Did he see anything?
No, he was downstairs.
Hmm.
And what bothers him is what he didn't see is if the attacker came upstairs and lurked near the door, he got past Johnson and got up the stairs. So the attacker was quiet and stealthy.
Hmm.
She's actually talked about it with Lillian a bit, and they've also raised another possibility. Johnson would not have noticed, wasn't paying as much attention to women going up the stairs.
That's what I was about to put.
So she also raised the possibility, what if the attacker was a woman? Or was dressed as a woman? She can't rule that out. But the point is she never saw them. The attacker grabbed her from behind and dragged her back into the room. Which is where you found her.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty sure that the attacker exited through the window.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's three stories up.
There was no fire escape built onto this building.
Not on that side, no.
Yeah.
So it feels to her like whoever did it must have been a skilled climber as well.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to climb 2 flights down.
Right.
She knew a man once who was into alpinism. He could probably do that, climb up the side of this building. So it occurred to her that it's possible that someone could do so.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, if they used something to climb down with,
could have climbed up.
Could have come up that way. The only thing she could think of there is something like a hook ladder.
Mm.
Like if someone used like the kind of single pole hook ladder like you guys have one of, where you lift it up, you hook it on a window, you climb, and then when you reach the next level, you can pick it up. You can also go down using one of those.
I do my best not to react to the fact that the other station house was already here when we arrived, or were contesting us.
Yeah. So she's also raised the possibility that it could have been one of them using their hook ladder.
There are also some Bowery boys here, just random ones without any of their equipment.
Yeah.
Something to look into.
Yeah, they'd wander. Although, in all fairness, they'd probably wandered over from the Bowery because it was a fire.
Mm-hmm. Something to look at.
Except for the one with the hook ladder, with murder on his mind.
Yeah, we didn't see any of them that had a ladder. But the point is that it's possible that the attacker came and went using a ladder.
He had it in his pocket.
I'm going to answer more. I'm going to ask more broadly, both to McCarthy and Lily, the woman tending to her, about the other victim. The burned woman, whose name was
Claire Marin.
Clara Marin. Yeah.
Lily knows pretty much nothing about her. Bridget does, what she can tell you is that Marin came to work for her about 6 months ago. She'd come from tough circumstances. Bridget did not ask, but the vibe she got was that Claire had left an abusive husband. In a more unguarded moment, she even wonders if Claire didn't murder him.
I mean, in this era.
Yeah, it's a way out of a marriage. But she was pretty sure that Claire came here and took this job because she had left a bad situation and needed a job and an income. She was on the older side for this profession, close on 40. And she made a point of saving as much money as she could. She rarely went out. She didn't buy new clothing or accessories. A lot of the girls will spend chunks of their money on things to look good, on hair stuff, makeup, or sorry, not hair stuff, not makeup. That's not really a thing yet. Hair stuff, pins, brooches, dresses.
Tonic. Hair tonic.
Marin spent almost nothing
Mm.
on that. She saved pretty much every dime she could.
Very frugal.
Yeah, Bridget doesn't know why. She assumed that was money for her to go somewhere or bring someone over or do something. In other words, she was saving up for a project that required money.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't ask. She doesn't pry into her girl's private life unless they volunteer. And Marin did not.
Of course.
But she took in good clientele. She worked. She was a good worker. She paid the bills. So no complaints there.
Terrible shame.
Yeah. There is, however, one thing you will get out of it that might or might not matter. The fact that Marin, as far as she knew, Marin was her married name. And that by birth, she's pretty sure she's Dutch. Her name was like Roncelier or Vancelier or something like that. Which, of course, won't mean anything to you right now, but might in future if you guys get together and understand that one of the books in her room was in Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that language is. Once you guys get together, that'll become apparent. It's not German. It's Dutch. Now, you guys haven't gotten together on that one, but I just gave you that early because, once you get together, that'll become apparent.
Mm-hmm.
So she probably knew how to read Dutch.
Mm.
There's no sense, Bridget has no sense that she knew how to read Latin.
What Latin? What you talking about? Ain't no Latin, nothing.
Yeah, because you guys have books in 3 languages. That comment explains one of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. I thank her for her time and wish her a speedy recovery. On my way out, of course, I leave the bottle of real maple syrup, not the cheap watered down stuff, the real stuff. Good for the throat. On my way out, I do want to briefly, if I can, pull aside Mr. Johnson.
Okay. You'll find him downstairs at this hour eating his lunch. So he's sitting at the bar counter eating a stew. He's also got a bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, he looks upset. It's you don't need much psychology to realize he blames himself for what happened last night. He's angry at himself that someone got past him and nearly murdered McCartney.
Yeah. I come down.
That problem with drink.
Yeah. I come down and I sympathize that this is utter cruelty and barbarity against a beloved member of the community. And we all we can do at the moment is uh thank the stars that McCarthy is all right, and do everything in our power to track down this son of a bitch and to make sure that uh he doesn't hurt her or anyone else.
Let me ask you something, then he says, putting the bottle down.
Mhm.
Are you really serious about doing something about this?
Here's the thing, Mr. Johnson. Attempted murder is bad for business.
Yeah, but
Now,
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, are you really willing to take a step over a line, as it were? Because
I
I'm thinking something terrible, and I ain't going to say it unless I know that you're not going to call me out for it.
Mr. Johnson, do you know where I come from?
No, I don't.
I'm Canadian. By birth. My family. Irish, of course. Up
Right?
there, the winters are cold, Mr. Johnson. There, you have to make decisions. And I may be a purveyor of sweet things at this point in my life, but in my younger years, I had to make choices.
I tell you, I ain't following much of that. What I'm saying is, if I say what's on my mind, can I trust you? Your discretion.
You can trust me, Mr. Johnson.
Right then. Hold on a moment. I'll be right back. What he does is he goes around behind the bar and goes through the door at the far end. That's not public space. In fact, that's
Mhm.
probably where his room is. And he comes back a few minutes later, well, maybe a minute later, with a crumpled newspaper article and smooths it out on the desk for you. It's a advertising post asking if anyone has seen Adriana Martin. Apparently, it's a case. It's a report of a kidnapping.
Mm. I look
This
at him. Mhm.
so 8 years ago, it's my cousin, Dre, Adriana. Folks call her Dre.
Mhm.
She was kidnapped off the street by some of them kidnappers who find people to sell.
Mhm.
And her friend, Trace, he saw it. Now, they were 7 at the time. So Trace panicked and he run off. But Trace said that he saw a man grab Dre by the neck. So I done some looking, and I heard about that too. Every couple of months. Reckon that makes about 60 in all over them 8 years. So, Mr. Fay, I'm terrified that this wasn't about Bridget. That this was a message to me from that kidnapping club. As I look for them. I mean, I look for them. And with this, he will move his waistcoat so you can see the pistol.
Mhm.
As in, I want to find them. I'm going to find the man that took Dre. And when I see somebody hear about somebody getting strangled like that, I got a powerful fear that that message is aimed at me. I hope I'm wrong. God's sake, I hope I'm wrong.
Mr. Johnson, there's little justice in the world, but you are doing a just thing.
No. Now, if I shot that man, they'd hang me for it, plain as day. I don't care at that point. They come
Sometime-
from me. I got this. Let me tell you something. Sons of bitches, that's what their message is. Just one time, one of them comes in here. I didn't know the man. I'd recognize him again if I saw him, I promise you that. He called himself Lark, but that couldn't be his real name. And he says, quiet like, he says, son, you step out of this place, we gonna grab you by the neck and we gonna sell you. I told that son of a bitch, you come get me. I'm gonna dig 2 graves. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laid all on you. I'm sorry about that. I've been drinking all morning and it's just ain't right. It ain't smart.
You needed to say it, I think. I think
Had
you
he
needed
actually find the cork and put it back in the bottle? Like, okay, I need to stop drinking now.
it.
He needs to stop drinking now. He's stopping now. But he's telling you this in part because he's been drinking a bit.
Yeah.
But so that's what you'll get here. Now, those of you who know your way around the city, it's worth pointing out that kind of kidnapping is actually common. Where people, including policemen, will basically ambush and capture black children and sell them. And realistically, on average, it happened roughly, as near as we can tell, probably on average once a week. Like long before non-white people were being murdered by policemen, they were being kidnapped and sold, in some cases by policemen.
I have to ask, do we know
about.
anyone like that in our company?
You don't know anyone who would do such a thing. That's not your people.
Mm-hmm.
No, not the Irish.
And I suspect that if you did know them, you would probably have kicked them out.
Yeah.
Or worse.
No.
Or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's a good bet that some of the you know policemen are involved. You don't know which ones. So it's also possible that members of other fire companies are involved. But if you knew that, you probably would have done something about it already.
Yeah.
Got lots of
And really, up until this point, it hasn't been much of your problem. It's a thing that it's hard to notice if it's not affecting you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you read the news regularly, you'll notice notices put up by parents saying, I can't find my child. And hell, somebody help. But unless you're paying attention, you're not going to notice the pattern. Now that he's brought this to your attention, you will probably see it more.
Lucky
if you know what to look for, you will see it. Yeah. But that's his fear, is that whoever did this, that the method of attack suggests that they've been watching this place and watching him. So that's what you've got there. He also, as I say, he doesn't know who this Mr. Lark really was, but he would know him again if he saw him. He's not forgetting that face. He's also 90% sure that Lark was a pseudonym.
Mm-hmm. Could I ask him to describe Mr. Lark?
Yeah, he can. He was thin build. He had tall, kind of arching eyebrows. And at the time, he had what we would think of as like a Van Dyke style mustache and beard. Although he doesn't know, of course, he might have changed his facial appearance. That's what his facial hair looked like that day. But that was several years ago. He'd estimated the man was 30 to 40 years of age at that point. and well dressed. Like his clothing was expensive. So he was probably rich.
Hmm.
Part of the reason he noticed him is McCartney's is the place not for necessarily for rich people.
Mm-hmm.
So a rich man coming in here, it happens. You get people slumming, essentially. So he didn't think anything of it when the man walked through the door. He thought, oh, okay, some rich guy uptown looking for a thrill. Okay, that's fine. It happens. No biggie. In fact, I'm going to maybe keep that guy safe because if he gets murdered or something happens to him, the cops are going to be all over us. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to make sure he has a good time and goes home safely.
Mm-hmm.
And so he went, and didn't know when he thinks about it. He went up to the man to make sure he was okay, and that's when the man whispered it to him.
Mm. On the complete off chance that this description rings any kind of bell.
Well, you can make a luck roll. I mean, it's not a great description.
I believe so. Definitely a hard success, perhaps an extreme success.
Okay. Well, with a hard success,
what you
get something
got?
with extreme success, you may have met this man.
What you
So
got?
I
What'd you roll?
got a 12 out of 65.
That's an extreme.
That's
Because
extreme success.
60 divided by 5 is 12, so yeah.
So you got to think back a couple of years because that's when the man would have looked the same. And when you think about it, you're pretty sure you did meet this man. He called himself Samson, not Lark. He was an importer. He operated in shipping. You met him because you were arranging for a shipment of product.
What's in shipping?
Did you open the box and find it full of little black children? You're
No.
like, oh, I'll send this back. It's not what I ordered.
No.
But of course, now that you think about it, a man who's invested in shipping would
Yeah,
have
he would be.
resources to capture and enslave people.
Yeah. Dear God, that's disgusting.
Yeah, so maybe it is the same man.
America.
Ugh. I'm actually feeling nauseous talking about this, but yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's just like the concept.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Yeah, it is. I'm not, I'm not afraid to mix real world horror with mythos horror.
No, I understand, but dear gods.
There's
Okay, I'm going to ask Johnson up as he describes when my eyes are going to go wide. I can't promise anything. But first you need to rest. You need to sober up.
I'll be all right, but I'm gonna go lay down for a bit before business picks up.
I'm going to look into something. Can I send for you if I need you?
If I'm not working, sure.
All right.
I'll here for sure.
I give him a smaller but no less non-diluted bottle of maple syrup.
Okay. Yeah.
And I wish him well on his nap. I recommend he do not take the maple syrup before sleeping.
Yeah, he's not going to.
Good idea.
Now, what about the rest of you the rest of the day? So we know where Burke has been. Or sorry, we know where Faye has been. We know where Mr. Tully's been. Mr. O'Reilly is working through much of the day. That leaves Mr. Burke, actually. What are you doing with your Thursday? You also, of course, have a business to attend to, but you also have flexible hours. It's a nice thing about owning a business like that. You can close up early if you want to, open late, leave things in the hands of an employee for a bit. In other words, you've got a lot of flexibility. So what's your day look like?
It would be half the day would be stocking shelves, helping customers.
Okay.
Just helping my dad, who is the actual owner of the business.
Oh yeah. Yeah, technically he's the owner. Still flexibility.
He's technically the owner. Yeah.
Well, first thing, and this is also true, by the way, of Mr. O'Reilly, on the work site, is people are talking about what happened last night. Of course they are.
I like gossip.
So workers, customers, all talking about how one, your guys' fire company is now the hero of the day. You guys did a great job of that. Two, engine company was at what were they? Company number one, I think.
You said number 6. I thought you
Okay,
said was there, and then some Bowery boys who kind of wandered in.
yeah. Well, the Bowery boys do that. They're out every night for entertainment, and if they see a fire, they're going to wander over to see what it's about. Was it? What they number company 6?
See, we're the 6th ward. July.
Yeah.
That's our address.
But your company's number 1, Hudson.
We are, yes, engine company number 1, Hudson. That is correct.
Okay, so it was 6, the Neptune Company.
Yeah, Neptune.
6 Neptune. Yeah, how about those guys and how they were there early, and how people honestly like your guys better.
Yeah, I tell them how they got there early and they didn't do anything.
Yeah,
They're apparently just milling around outside.
yeah.
And
Talking about how Mr. Tully got in that guy's face.
Yeah.
And how great that was, telling those guys, if they're not going to do anything, very much among workers, for instance, very much a case of shit or get off the pot kind of
I'm
thing.
going to tell them that Tully's for the people.
That's what they got to do.
He's trying to save lives and save property. I'm pushing Tully.
Yeah, they're good with that. So you guys are getting much of that. So you can actually, if you want to, each of you is welcome to make an appropriate either charm or fast talk roll to get more out of people, if you wish.
Ooh. I don't lie. I suck at charm. Yeah, intimidate isn't appropriate for this, is it?
Probably not.
No.
I mean, you could use
it's friendly gossip, and I'm working with these guys.
You'll piss people off.
Yeah, and I could end up with a fucking pickaxe in my back, or sorry, I missed.
You're not going to get pickaxe.
Holy shit!
You could end up with a punch in the eye.
15 out of 15. Holy crap!
Wow. Well,
charm.
Yep.
I schmoozed to these people. I'm checking.
And Josh, how about you?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, so you're getting caught up in the work a bit. Whereas the nice thing about construction work is there's plenty of time to talk while you're doing things, especially when you're moving stuff. And it's not just the guys you work with; it's the hod guys too, the guys who carry the loads of bricks.
Hog guys?
Hod, HOD.
HOD, hod guys. Thank you.
Yeah, hod it's a type of backpack essentially, where you carry bricks in and dirt out. Today we use dump trucks for this purpose.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Here you use people carrying essentially backpacks who walk in, load up, and then walk they'll walk up, they'll load up the dirt you guys are digging out, and then they'll carry it away to dump it.
Gotcha.
And then they'll come back with pipe sections and brick and stuff that you need. It's the most of those are Irish. The hod carriers are generally considered the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to work.
Even lower than me?
It's the shittiest work.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, working construction is a step up from them by far.
Yeah.
Like you outrank them considerably. They're talking about what happened, but they're also talking about something you'll catch from them is the fact that the Neptune Company apparently is really bad at fire prevention or firefighting. Since that's like the 3rd fire in the past week and some that they've done nothing about.
That's exactly what they did when we were there, yeah.
But nobody else, as far as they know, no one else showed up at some of the other ones. Like there was a fire over at Chatham Square, and they showed up, and they basically the way your informant tells you is they essentially stood around with their dicks in their heads until the fire went out.
Was the building anything left?
I don't think he's being literal.
No.
Like I don't think they dropped their pants and that. But point is that he's getting on their case about that. Like they were useless. And the building didn't burn. Apparently, the fire was well contained.
Okay.
The problem with this is by the end of the day, what you're getting is the feeling that those fires they're describing sound like the one you saw. The intense heat, but very localized.
Okay.
And if that's true, that puts the Neptune Company at 3 such fires. The one you saw being the 3rd.
Do I get the locations of the other 2 in this gossip?
Uh, you're not certain because some of these people are not certain.
Yeah, that's fine.
One of them was certain, seems to have been certainly at Chatham Square.
Which ward is Neptune Company based out of?
Uh, they are
Do I know? That's
actually, yeah. You probably, I would expect you would.
We're in
They are. I think it should
6th,
be. Yeah, I think it should be. They should be Fifth Ward
5th. So that's
because
further
their headquarters
north
is over by Catherine
northwest.
Street.
By what street?
Catherine, or sorry, Elizabeth Street.
Elizabeth Street. Okay. They're in the
Yeah,
5th ward, which is northwest of us. We're in the 6th ward,
yeah.
right? Okay. I got the map up so I can.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So
weird. And they came
the
over
other
just for a
one,
fire so they could burn that lady, I bet.
the other
Is
one, they
I'm
give
gonna
you. You get several locations. No one seems to be certain where the first location was.
Mm.
right. We got
There are
the
several
Chatham
informants who will give you
Square.
different locations.
Okay. That's fair.
So it was either on Mott Street, or it was on Elizabeth Street, or maybe it was at the corner of Mott and Elizabeth.
That's in is that in 5th ward? That's in the 5th ward then, not in the 6th.
That is in Fifth. Yeah.
It is in 5th. Good.
And your
Mont.
one informant is clearly wrong because Mott and Elizabeth are parallel.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay, okay.
they probably mean somewhere on Hester Street,
Okay.
which crosses both of them over there in the middle of Fifth.
Trying to
So
find Mont. But yeah.
what you're looking for basically is what you need to narrow that down. What you'll need is probably a newspaper or a journalist or someone who covered those fires. They probably know.
I don't know
So
anything.
you have a neighborhood. Now you could probably narrow that down.
Do I get the gist that the other two fires were in the 5th ward?
They were, yeah,
And then this one was in our ward, number 6.
yeah, although not that far over the border.
Right.
And of course, you've gone to their assistance before as well. You
Well,
don't
they weren't
necessarily
coming
stay
to
within
anybody's
the
assistance. They were there first.
yeah.
Who
Hmm.
does that?
They were close. That's not that in and of itself is not suspicious. If a fire
Suspicious
happens,
to
you're not
me.
worried about ward boundaries. The closest company will react, and then others will follow. What's suspicious
Sure.
is that there are three fires that appear to fit the same description that they were at, that they don't appear to have done much. That's the suspicious part. Showing up would have been unsuspicious if they then began acting
Actually
briskly.
fighting the fire.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Tully
So
needs to know about this.
if they showed up and started doing stuff, that would have been perfectly normal. But they showed up and hesitated. That's the abnormal part.
Every time they just showed up and hung out.
That's what your informants are telling
Like they knew the fire wouldn't spread.
you. Or yeah, actually, yeah, maybe.
Does anybody know any names of these people in this Neptune company?
You probably do too. I mean,
Okay.
you can either know or can find out a bunch of these guys' names.
At least the chief. Who's in charge of it? Do I know that?
Yeah, their boss or their, I guess, foreman is more correct. Is a fellow, yeah, is a fellow by the name of Caleb Meek.
Caleb Meek. And he was the fellow that Tully was yelling at last night,
That's correct.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have gotten a look at Caleb Meek.
Yeah, you saw him last night.
What's he look like?
Uh,
Well, I wasn't
yeah.
paying attention really. I don't know.
Yeah, those of you who saw him, he's an ordinary looking man with big whiskers, which is probably an attempt to make his look more important. It's not really working.
Do you redhead?
No.
Like
Darker
black,
hair.
Dark hair?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Does he have?
fairly pale by complexion.
Does he
Thick,
have
darker hair,
gills?
big whiskers. He probably doesn't have gills.
Ah.
Although with those sideburns, we can't be certain.
We can't know for certain.
Neptune Company.
Neptune Company.
Yeah, he might have gills. I mean, honestly, listen. If
My
he
character
had
doesn't know
gills-
nothing about that.
If he had gills,
Okay.
those sideburns would be great for hiding them.
Holy crap! I didn't think I'd
In
find
all
anything
fairness.
out in this game. Working on a coal mine or on a street.
Yeah, well, listen. Things like this are what people talk about.
Yeah, it's boring work. So we got to keep talking.
Yeah, you've got basically a 10-hour workday, and other than using your hands to move stuff, there's nothing to do.
Was it like
So-
7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
So you're working all day. People are talking about all kinds of stuff,
Right.
Of course, I'm focused here on the part that's of interest
Right.
plot-wise. The reality is, you'll also talk about the theater. You'll talk about girls.
Girls. Yeah.
You'll talk about the news. You'll talk about people will complain about their families.
This is where I get my news.
Yeah.
Is the gossip
Well,
that comes to me on
yeah.
on digging holes and shit or whatever work I'm doing.
Well, a lot of these
I don't
people
get
also,
a paper.
a lot of these people do. So you'll also catch up on all sorts of news. People, for instance, talking about how the prospects for the upcoming election.
That's
Like
not till
who will,
November.
yeah, but who will the Democrats choose? Let's talk about it.
I usually stay
Who
quiet and just listen during those times.
stuff like Tyler, for instance, is a man without a party. So he's not going to be nominated again. Who will rise to fill that gap? People are speculating. People are talking. So a lot of this, the point is, I simplify a lot of that out.
Well,
Because
yeah,
in a 10-hour day, there's
it's a
all that too.
10-hour day of chit chat and fucking water cooler talk while we're working the whole time.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and as for Tyler, by the way, they're right about that. He has no party.
I don't even know how much my character votes. He's too busy during elections beating the shit out of people.
Oh no, you vote. I promise you, you vote at least once.
Somebody votes for me.
No, you do. at least once.
I vote for
Or if you
Tully.
can get away with it.
Oh yeah. Oh. Um. Okay. So after
But
work.
it is your job to vote at least once.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough. After work, I want to go see Faye.
Okay. So
'Cause-
by you guys can get together around, say, by the time you've done all of this, around 6:30 in the evening.
Okay.
So between you guys going to your various jobs, going to the office, meeting with Mr. Donato, so you meet back up at the fire station, at a restaurant, at somebody's house.
I don't probably hang out with these people too much, do I?
That's not
Probably
me.
not.
Like socially, except for Faye.
Well, keep in mind a fire department is a social club.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
The first and foremost, you join a fire company for social reasons.
Okay.
It's the same as why you join like the Moose Lodge or the Masons or a bowling team or any
Right.
shit like that. It's a
Well,
social club.
I want to see Faye first alone,
Okay.
and because I got this jewelry.
Yeah. So what you do is go to his store then.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
During business hours.
He's like a secondhand. Well, he's probably open till like 8 o'clock, isn't he?
I don't know. Is he?
I mean, stores are open forever.
Oh,
They can be.
Does he have people working for him? Does he have a boy?
Good question. Do
I
you?
probably employ a boy. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I want to
So,
see
yeah.
him in the back room,
Okay.
and I'm going to show him this. I've used him as my fence before, right?
Mhm.
So appraise is what you'll want here.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
he's going to get a cut.
What's your appraise skill?
I have a 45.
Almost professional. Ooh.
Well, remember, 25 is the professional number. You don't have to roll if you don't
Right.
want.
Thank
What you
you.
got?
Oh.
You can if you want to. If you want to do this quickly.
I'll take my time.
Okay, so you could stand on that then. And what you've got here is this is the jewelry you took from Marin's place.
Yeah. You said it's probably maybe $10 to $20 value tops.
Roughly that, yeah. In other words, this is probably about $10 worth of jewelry here. Nothing really impressive, with one little exception. There's one piece that stands out, not because it's valuable. In fact, it's not a gem at all. There's a ring that's setting is a rock, where you'd expect to find like a diamond or a pearl or something.
Oh, it's
Goddamn rock.
like a piece of granite or something, like
Yeah.
just a gray
Honestly,
stone.
yeah.
Is it at least cut?
No.
It's just a chunk of rock in
It
a
looks like
ring.
it looks like someone took some rando piece of granite, chipped off I don't know, street stone, a paving stone, and put it in a ring setting.
Okay.
It's
As far as
just
you can tell, that has less than no value.
Has Faye been pretty good with me about selling, buying stuff? Graham.
I don't know. Have you?
As far as you know, yes.
Okay. No, I mean you're not ripping me off like all this is worth $1 bullshit, right?
No, not
Okay,
that
okay.
bullshit. I like my brick well compensated.
That's true.
Well,
And you're
still,
going to get a cut because you're defense in this case.
I
You're
get a
going to
cut.
get a third of this. And
I
you know
want my
that.
business coming back. It's important
Right.
to
I know
keep your
that
customers happy.
you're only getting a third this time because it's also I gotta give Burke a cut because he and I both found it,
Of
and I
course,
let you
of
know
course.
that up front. My character's pretty honest with his friends.
but you've got this one ring that's got less than no value. Who puts a piece of paving stone in a ring setting?
Do you comment on that to me at all?
Yeah, I'll let you. I'll let you know about that. And you know
I
what?
want to look
Out
at
of-
it.
It's in there. Like someone took jeweler's tools and set a piece of what looks like paving stone
Maybe
in
it's a
the little
secret.
clasp that
Maybe
you would
the-
hold like a gemstone in.
Maybe there's something behind the rock. The little piece of paper with a treasure map, or or I don't know. I've been
I'll
drinking
give
a
you
little.
$1 for it. I'll give you $1 for it.
Well, no. How much for the whole thing? You can
Well,
have
the whole
that.
thing.
That looks worthless.
Wait.
If you find a treasure map, I want a share.
Oh,
The whole total is will bring you about $10.
Okay, so
yeah,
it's about
I-
$3 for you, and then four. No, wait. 3, 6, 9. $3.50 for each of us, and $3 for you, as the
Mhm.
appraisal. Is that fair? Do you tell me $10, or are you going to try to undercut me?
I tell you $10.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So if you give me $7, I can split that money with Burke,
Mhm.
and it's yours.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Good. Okay,
I fucked
so
the ring.
Do you
So,
know how
so-
to speak? Do you know Latin?
I don't know Latin,
I'm
though
gonna
I
have to
do
go
know a few men who do know Latin. Why do you need to know
Well,
Latin? Rick?
how much do you think this book's worth?
That's interesting.
It's a book of ghost stories, and there's somebody's
recent.
written in it.
you can probably buy it. You can probably find something like this at a bookstore. So
buck.
it's probably worth 50 cents or $1.
Yeah.
It's not worth a lot.
50 cents to $1. This isn't the Latin one, though.
No, this one's
No,
in English.
this one's in
It's
English.
ghost stories, spiritualism. It had a really long title.
Yeah. A catalog of spirits.
Yeah,
or
a
true
guide to
stories.
spirits with
Spirits, yeah.
attached stories and true occurrences. And it was
Well,
written like 2 years ago, or so. It's got a copyright in it of like 1840 something, right? Kevin?
1841.
1841.
Fishman
Seems like-
Brothers, 1841.
Fisherman Brothers. But then I say, there's writing in it though, and there's some Latin in the front, and I don't know what it says, but I recognize the Latin from
Two-
it says in fermata, something like that.
It's an imprimatur. You're
Is it
welcome to
one
make an education. You're welcome to make an education roll as well.
Yeah,
I will
feel that.
absolutely make an
Is that
education
one
roll.
word? It looks like one
Yes.
word. Imprimatur.
Yeah, imprimatur.
Imprimatur. Thank you.
Yeah,
That
imprimatur.
would be exactly. I rolled 27. That's exactly off. Not exactly hard success. Sorry. I was looking at my size. 42 is my preference. So, actually, yes, that is a hard success for me.
Yeah, size won't help much. You can't
No.
muscle.
I'm
I've tried. You
big.
can't muscle Latin.
No,
I'm big.
Believe me, I have actually tried.
I'm bigger than book.
Yeah.
No, I misread.
What's that
But
say?
hard success
What
on
this
education.
is
I open
this is the stamp of approval of the Bishop of Manhattan. As in, this book is acceptable for Catholics.
Oh,
Oh,
because ghost stories. It's just fun ghost stories.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's the point.
Do you tell me
It's a book-
that?
It claims to be a catalog
Yes.
of things about spirits, but apparently it is not considered heretical. As in, the Bishop
Mhm.
of Manhattan says
Look.
it is okay for you to read this.
But look at that. Look at here.
Yes.
There's notes. Look, somebody wrote here. See that? I didn't really look at these notes, but there's another one. There's some notes in here. I didn't look at them.
flipping through notes that drawn to my attention, do the notes seem to be about hone in on any particular section?
You'd need to read it to know, because there are
Leave this-
small numbers of handwritten notes. They're
Leave
mostly in the
this-
form of stars and check marks, basically highlighting certain passages.
Let me leave this with me, my good Brick. I'll take a look at it
That's-
tonight.
You tell me if it's any good. If it's a good read, maybe I'll read it. I don't read much.
Absolutely. Apparently, the bishop liked it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then I also kind of drop while he's working on the appraisal. I'm telling him about the rumors about Neptune Company and how shitty they are, and how they show up at all these fires, and it was just like last night's
So do you
fire
want to?
because there
Do you
was
want to
a
wait?
there was a
You
dead.
want to
No,
wait?
I do not want to wait. No, I'm telling him all these
No.
rumors while we're doing this because I don't know if
Okay,
I'll even think to bring it
please
up
don't want
later.
him now.
Okay,
Brick is not a bright guy, and he's not an investigator. He's just a
it's
dude.
I
So
Okay.
do. That's at the point where I connect Neptune Company to the potential of using a ladder to ascend before us.
Yep.
Uh,
right.
and do you mention that there were multiple fires?
Yes, three fires. Don't know where they were exactly. The rumors were vague, but I got the idea that I bet if you look them up in the newspaper, you can find out exactly where they took place. I mentioned that, and this is just casual conversation happening while he's looking over the stones, probably before he finds the stupid rock fucking ring or whatever the hell he was. Did you offer me an extra dollar for that ring?
I did, and
You did.
I'm holding to that.
Okay, well then that's gonna split. So we're each gonna get $4, Burke, to add to your fucking huge
So
amount that you already found.
are you guys meeting up tonight then?
I'm
We're
willing to go
absolutely going to meet it.
if we.
I absolutely want to go because I look at him as he's downloading this information, man. My my dear, darling, beautiful Brick, you have no idea what you've just put in my lap.
Oh, well, good.
Okay.
Hey,
So
We have some news to
I'm
share with the
pleased
company.
with this.
okay.
Yes.
So who is
Good
uh,
Brick,
who,
very
who is
good
going,
Brick.
who is going then to the station tonight?
I'm gonna. Oh,
I know
definitely.
you guys.
I'll
Are.
go.
I'm gonna try to sleep there if
Okay.
I can get away with it again.
Okay.
Well, I was actually going to say, for that information, I'm going to say you get a week for free.
Oh, that's so helpful.
So when you get to the station, you'll find the place is actually pretty quiet. The only one you'll find there at the moment is Duke,
Duke.
who is in the process of starting what appears to be cooking. Like he's got a little cook fire going, and he's chopping fish and bread. He's going to be making. He's probably making up a chowder. He's beginning the process of making a chowder. Well,
Thank you, Duke.
tomorrow's Friday,
This is the only fucking food I've had all day.
but this won't be ready today.
Damn
He's making
it.
this for tomorrow. Like he's starting now, it will cook overnight,
hmm
and this will be a chowder for tomorrow.
What's the process for us eating tonight?
You can take something from the pantry tonight if you want.
Okay, okay.
So you can either cook something or just grab some bread and cold meat.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Mm.
Yeah,
And beer.
he's making this one, and well, you'll need to go down to the pub for that. You could send a growler bucket down to the pub and come
I
back with
do.
beer.
How do you send a growler bucket down? Wait, no.
Uh,
I
one
probably have
of
to
you walks
take
down.
it down.
One of you walks down
I
with a
have to
bucket
take
and
it
comes back
down,
with beer.
okay.
That's how.
I got two
Yeah.
merchants
One
and a
of-
freaking politician. Yeah, I'm going to be taking. I
One
head
of-
down
one
to
of
the
you-
pub like I always do.
Yeah,
I'll
one
bring
of
back
you, probably you.
like a case, like a dozen beers and a bucket in the bucket or
It's
however
a
much.
legitimate bucket. Like you
I
fill a bucket
definitely
with
make
beer.
sure they give me the money to pay for it.
Today we actually still call some of those growlers.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
They had
The
those up
original
in
growler is basically
Bryan, Ohio.
is
Growlers.
essentially a bucket.
Yeah, a bucket with some ice and four beers in it was the one I saw when I was in
Yeah,
Bryan,
no,
Ohio.
this is there's no ice and bottles. You just put the beer right in the bucket.
Oh, there's no bottles. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
take
you
the
put the beer
biggest
in the
bucket I
bucket.
can find.
And you fill it up, and then you carry the bucket up, and then you pour the bucket into bottles
Right.
or into glasses
cups
or
or
whatever you're going to
whatever.
drink it from. Yeah, and then you drink it.
I'm gonna give Burke his $4.
Yep. So Duke will be in and out as he's working on tomorrow's chowder.
Mm.
He's making bacon. He'll also actually throw out a little extra
Bacon.
bacon.
Oh
You
my
guys can
god.
have some of the bacon.
I love you, Duke.
Oh. Duke.
Well, thanks, Duke. Do you want some beer?
Yes, he does.
Okay, yeah, definitely pouring him a big cup of beer. Because
Yeah.
bacon, oh my god, bacon.
Duke is the heart of this company. I'm setting this in stone
he's-
now.
What does Duke look like?
He's
I would
the
like
younger
a disc-
guy.
No, that's
He's-
Daly. Daly's the young
Well,
guy.
Dale's the youngest. Duke is younger, not the youngest.
Okay, gotcha.
Duke is probably 20 something, sharp. People say he has a Roman profile
Oh,
with that long nose, Caesarian, as it were, if you want to call it that.
yeah, kind of Hawk
Yeah.
like.
Yep. Uh, and the other odd thing is his hair is light colored blonde. His hair is already thinning even at his age.
How? What's he in his like mid-20s?
He can't be more than 22 or 23 years old, and he's already starting to see his hair thin.
Okay.
That's okay though. He almost always wears a hat.
Does he have the Innsmouth look about him?
You've seen. He's also one of those guys who's trying real hard to make good. In other words, mattering to this company is important to him.
Mhm.
He
Making
pulled his
himself
weight last
popular
night.
here is important to him. Yeah,
Nice.
that's his point. Is he wants to be an accepted, trusted member, so he's going the extra mile.
Mhm.
Cool.
That's what he's
Thank you.
doing. Getting ready to start stuff for chowder, which won't even be eaten until tomorrow evening.
Right.
So this is gonna
That's
he's
right.
gonna
No
be
meat.
working on it.
No meat on Fridays for us Catholics at this time period at all, was it?
Well, he might be putting bacon in it.
That's not really meat.
Yeah, right. Not really. Primarily, he's working with bread and cod.
Okay.
Like he's got a bunch of codfish that he's going to chop up. So he's got literally a stack of dead fish that he's going to, behead and then fillet and then cut and then
Cod
shred
chowder.
and put it in the chowder.
Delightful.
Also,
Yeah.
when we're in this kitchen area or whatever it is,
Mhm.
once we're done like fixing food and stuff, I clean up big time.
Okay.
Mhm.
The station is almost polished because I want it to be beautiful.
Yeah. So, are you guys sharing what you've learned?
Well, is Tully coming tonight?
Yes,
And,
Tully was going to be there.
And Burke. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I definitely want
Be
to.
bringing the book with me.
Yes,
You
I
have
definitely want to. I want to raise the suspicions that we've been gathering about, well, the other fires, Neptune Company,
They're lazy.
or potential involvement. Someone ascended to the third floor without Miss McCarthy's man on the first floor noticing them. They could have snuck up, or alternatively, they could have used a hook ladder.
Oh, yeah, wouldn't be hard. Big
How
windows in the back
Yep.
or in the place. I would say I haven't probably been around
And
back.
McCartney's bedroom window was open.
The window was open. That's correct.
Why
Someone might
would
have-
Neptune Company try to kill Miss McCartney?
Why would they not put out seemingly 3 fires?
I point at Tully.
Well, no one.
They're lazy, aren't they, Mr. Tully?
Yes, they're lazy,
Yes.
but it does seem like someone is attacking some well-liked individuals in our ward.
I think not only would we be doing a service to the community by stopping this or finding out more information, but I think that perhaps it could be one. If we do perchance find the culprit ourselves, we might consider leaking the information to the press.
Why wouldn't we just push him off a bridge?
Well,
Hero firefighters show up police by solving a mystery as
Wait,
a much more dramatic flair to it.
Is that a mystery? I mean, have the press even followed this, or the news? I mean, are the newspapers even printing stories about these things? I only see
Why-
newspaper when I get a fish.
yeah. Did I see anything in the newspaper this morning about the fire? Or...
Oh yeah, Tully
Oh,
probably
yeah.
reads a paper every
Several
day.
newspapers covered it. Yeah.
Okay.
And coverage of it was not an issue at all. Of course it was. It's a fire.
Yeah.
They're all over that.
I'm telling them what I know about this,
Yeah.
about the rumors I heard about Neptune Company, and that I don't know where the locations of all 3 fires were. This was the third, but that I did figure out that they probably have it in
newspapers covered them
newspapers.
all.
The newspapers
Yeah.
probably have it. They probably have the actual like address and everything.
Yeah. Do I recall any other recent fires where like Neptune Company is
An intelligence roll, because you do read the news every day. So an intelligence roll. See if you can remember reading, because I'm sure you read
Kevin-
those stories.
oh yeah hard success.
Okay. So yes, the most recent fire, previous to last night's, took place 4 days ago. and it was at number 6 Chatham.
Mm.
Neptune Company was there. Once
Does it
again,
does it say
a single
that they
a
put it
single
out
per
or
it credits them with putting out the fire.
okay?
It also mentioned a single person died. Although you can't recall the name and you're not sure if the news reported the name,
Okay.
if they knew the name of the person who died. But
Yeah.
they
Did
were convinced that only one person died.
did I have any kind of a context of time of these rumors, like when the first and the
In the
second
last
one
week,
happens? The
in the last
last
week,
week or
yeah,
so?
and
Mm.
he said 4 days ago.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was the 13th, where the first one, the Chatham Square. Did you get a hard? You said a hard success on an intelligence
Hard
roll.
success, yes.
Yeah. So you're also remembering that you do have the first one too. That was at number 44 Hester Street.
Okay.
So it's basically where Hester meets. Was it Mott? That's Mott.
Mott meets
Yeah.
everything apparently.
Yeah, where Hester across. It's basically near the intersection of Hester and Mott. Once again, one person was killed. Once again, Neptune Company got credit for dealing with it.
Wait,
So
are they?
you've got three fires that follow a similar pattern.
They're setting fires to make themselves look good.
Yeah, that is
Sequen-
definitely an idea.
And the person they
Sequential
sent in,
arsonism.
I'm sorry.
Sequential arsonism.
Sure. Obviously, my character does not have a clue what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm using big words.
Why would they go through setting fires to kill a single person?
Why wouldn't they loot the place afterwards?
who says they didn't?
True.
Oh, they're hiring children to set the fires, and they accidentally set themselves on fire. Yeah, because children are stupid.
They are stupid.
Children have a lot of jobs. I'm pretty sure that's not one.
If I gave a boy $1 to start a fire, I bet he would
Perhaps
do
we
it.
should.
O'Reilly, your mind is something else entirely.
Thank you.
Tully, I think there's potential here, not just to do a good thing, but to boost our profiles even further. I mean,
You'll make a politician someday for sure.
well, think of it. Heroicism is nothing to sneeze at. It's something that you
No,
can
and
build campaigns
it'll
off of.
it'll bring us some good favor when the locals go to vote.
Mr. Tully, what do you know? What do you know about Caleb Meek? He's the chief. He's the foreman of Neptune.
The guy you talked down yesterday.
Yeah.
Connected. You know that.
Yeah.
He's also as connected as you are,
Yeah.
which is how he got his job. Same way you got yours.
Yep. Well, he has his own friends in his ward. But I find him to be lacking.
How well protected is he?
Do I know that?
Probably not.
Nah. Yeah.
Not a good, about as well as you are in that sense.
Okay.
Like he's got his company boys. He's got, if something happens to him, he's got friends up the line who will probably avenge him. Could you get at him by a surprise attack? Yes. Probably.
Yeah.
In other words, if you gathered up some of your boys and went and knocked on his door, you could probably catch him off guard.
Yeah.
You might start a long-running conflict that way, but you could certainly get the first move in.
Yep.
Well, so what do you tell me?
Well, he's got his company just like I do.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have some people higher up that would probably come to his aid
Not
for
if
a
he's
time.
dead. What if he's dead?
Then they'll come after us.
What
or
if they don't
whoever.
know who killed him?
They would come for whoever they
They
can
would-
figure out.
They will look
They
for
would-
whoever did that.
Yeah.
They
If-
would
if-
just
if-
start burning.
If Neptune Company's doing something, he knows about it.
Yes.
Yeah. So you could.
He's
the point is,
probably
you could-
leading it.
You could lean on him at least once because
Mm.
if you go to his home, say at night, and
Yep.
kick his door in,
With
you will almost
masks.
certainly take him by surprise.
Yeah.
Now that means you have to start with is realistically, if they know who did that, you're going to start a longer conflict.
If they
But
find
you
out,
could
yes.
you could definitely do it at least once and get away with it.
We
Yeah.
get the first move in.
Exactly.
I like how Graham like we get the first move in though.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. You can, and of course, if they don't know it's you,
Yeah.
they might not be able to retaliate.
You guys know Kevin is not the most farsighted or smartest person in the world, so keep that in mind. With any
Your character,
suggestions that
you're
I
talking
might
about your
make.
character, I hope, not me.
The
Huh?
character.
No, Kevin O'Reilly. Yeah, my character.
Yeah.
Not the most farsighted. Doesn't really plan like for
Like,
next
hey,
month.
I'm in the room, dude. I'm in the room.
Not you. Um,
I love the confidence of just being like, man, our keeper's a dummy.
Yeah, like,
No.
I'm right
I
here.
wouldn't admit
No,
it
really.
to his face at least.
Thanks.
Anyway, no, what I'm saying is Kevin comes up with some ideas that are probably pretty bad, so keep that in mind.
I
He's a
have
direct
heard
approach
some.
guy.
Outside of that, I've heard some distressing whispers of child snatchers operating in the area.
Ooh.
Have we heard about this at all, Kevin?
Yeah.
Um, most of you, it's hard to not know a lot, although most of you don't know much. In other words, do black families find children being kidnapped for sale? Yes. Is how often? Don't know.
Okay.
But I mean, think about how much you know about the number of non-white people who are detained or killed by police
Yeah.
each year in America. You're
Yeah.
aware it's happening?
We know it
You
probably
name-
happens. We don't
Could you
know
name
any
6
details.
people it happened? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you
Yeah.
right now name 6 people it happened to?
Okay.
It's hard to do, but there's a general awareness that this is a thing that happens sometimes.
Yeah,
Well, that happens everywhere,
yes, it
doesn't
really
it?
happens.
Happens everywhere.
I had. I,
It
I
happens in New
spoke
York more than many other places.
That's
I
still my
spoke
opinion. It happens everywhere.
to. Yeah, I visited Miss McCarthy, and while I was there, I talked to her man Johnson, and he described a man who I think I recognize from his description. Now, it's only a trace, but does Mr. Sampson operate in the 6th Ward as well?
His not sure where he lives. You
Mhm.
met him at his office, which is on South Street near the pier.
Yeah, that
So
makes
you know
is-
where his place of business is.
Is
No.
that 6th Ward as well?
No, I believe South
No.
Street is in the 5th. I believe it's in the 5th ward.
Now, 5th is
Okay, but
northwest of us. What'd you say,
Okay, so
South
that-
Street?
Yeah, South Street is actually south and east of you. So that's not
That's
5th then.
south and east. That's going to be 7th Ward.
7th Ward. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that
Not-
direction.
Yeah,
So,
South Street
no,
runs
no.
a very long way along the fucking.
Yeah, well, South Street is along the port.
Right. Yeah, it
Not
runs a long
nec-
ways along there.
Yeah, not necessarily connected to Neptune Company, but he seemed to believe that there was some connection between the strangulation of Miss McCarthy and this Mr. Sampson, who attempted to intimidate the man under the guise of under the pseudonym of Lark.
Yeah, so
If
you
there's-
know. Oh, sorry. You know where Samson's place of business is.
Yeah,
On
Have
South
that address.
Street.
If he's still in business at the same location, you know his address on South Street.
I'm not sure how this ties into the larger arson, but it's a thread nonetheless.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, come to think of it, you could actually grab a city directory.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
remember, they said he was in the import-export business. So if you look up shippers, you will find it takes a moment of looking because you have to look under shippers, and you're looking for Mr. Sampson, and you won't find him initially until you do a second pass, because at number 191 South Street, near John Street, Wilkerson and Sampson shippers.
Wilkerson.
You did not know a Mr. Wilkerson? It's possible that in the last couple of years, Sampson has taken on a partner,
Scrooge and Marley.
but the business is listed as Wilkerson and Sampson, shippers and importing, with an office at South Street, which, if you check a map, 191 South Street, which puts it basically at the corner of John and South Street. So, if it's the same man, you don't know his home address, but you do know his business address.
We know his place of employment. Again, I don't know how this connects to the arson, but again, it is a thread.
It is, yes.
I just shrug while I eat,
It is
enjoying my
It
bacon.
is peculiar that the Neptune Company would show up and then just let the building burn.
That's what they said.
Mm.
That's what's been said about it. But all the fires went right out, even
If
without
they knew
them
it would
doing
be-
anything.
Yeah, if they knew would be a controlled blaze, then they wouldn't need to go in to fight the fire and yet reap the reward.
Well, did you see her body? I'm going to describe the body
Gnarly.
to Faye and Tully, who were not in the room with us,
Horrifying.
and how it was just like burnt to a crisp, like more than a crisp, like ashes and a leg and a foot was all that's left.
Yeah, like part of one leg was completely intact.
That was it.
Everything
Now,
else crisped.
does the idea of spontaneous combustion kind of exist at this time, or is it just a
Have you read
Uh,
Charles Dickens?
yeah,
His book Bleak
Yeah.
House
yeah?
had quite a bit about it, I believe. I've not read Bleak
yeah. I think
House.
that's yeah.
I think
This
it's
is
Bleak
right
House.
around this era.
Okay.
In fact,
Did you
I'm
read
looking
it?
up back date because it is literally right around the same time.
Yeah, Bleak House. 1852 is when Bleak House was written, actually.
Oh, actually, no. We do go back a little further.
Okay.
Wikipedia says that the term was first used in an article published by the Royal Society in 1746.
Right.
Mm.
So
So
Dickens
if you
hasn't
follow
done it yet.
science, then you may have read that.
Okay. Yeah.
O'Reilly does not follow
Would
science.
would it be considered a
If you read
science
popular
or
science.
pseudoscience at the time?
Oh,
There's less of a difference to these people than
yeah,
there is
that's
to us.
right.
Well, I've not
Uh,
heard of anyone
Bleak House
just
was published in 1852, so it's later.
Yeah, Bleak House is too late.
So if you're
I've
the kind
not-
of person who reads popular science journals, you might have encountered the term.
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone just bursting into flames.
Yeah, and if you subscribe to the transactions of the Royal Society, then you definitely have.
Yeah.
I don't think many of you are subscribers to the transactions of the Royal Society.
No.
Yeah, like
Definitely
if you're
not.
a professional scientist, you probably are a subscriber to that.
I do want to ask, Burke and O'Reilly, was the door to the victim's room barred when you arrived, or was it unlocked?
No, it wasn't locked. Wasn't bird.
It wasn't locked.
No, wide
It was
open.
closed, but it was not secured.
Yeah. The curtains were
Could
on
we be
fire. Caught from the chair, which was always also on fire. Sort of.
As
But the
what
chair
you-
was more
that's what you-
smoldering.
That's what
As,
she was.
un- as unlikely as it could be, just to entertain the possibility, gentlemen, are we looking at two crimes that just happened to be committed in the same building the same night? The strangulation and the arson need not have been the same culprit. It could have been Neptune Company doing something nefarious. At the same time, someone else snuck up.
But you
and
thought a hook
strangled
ladder.
Mr. McCarthy.
You thought they used a hook ladder.
Well,
Neptune
that's the
Company
thing.
would have had hook ladders.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you,
I'd
Rick.
be curious.
That around
I'd
front
be
with the
curious about how you could sneak up a building with a hook ladder without anyone seeing you.
Well, it was in the back. Wasn't there a room in the back, you say?
The room was in the back.
There's an alley there.
A room faced an alley.
Ah. But
That much traffic.
and all the
it's
attention's
possible
in the
some
front of
people
the house. What happened in those other houses in the back?
Mhm.
Wow. In the front there was a fire. I didn't read the newspaper articles. I look at Tully.
There
What
was
happened
no
in the back
mention
of those
other-
houses?
There was no mention of other crimes like strangulation or murder in those other
No.
fires.
No. It's possible that, well, Mr. Johnson did postulate that
He what knew?
he proposed
Oh.
that
I misheard you then.
you're fine, O'Reilly. Anyway, that he was on the lookout for dangerous gentlemen, but a woman might have been able to slip by him.
A woman committing a murder.
Happens more likely than it happens more often than you think.
I suppose against another woman.
Heaven forbid.
A woman could kill a man.
Riley's a bit of a misogynist, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
It goes with the
I
territory.
I realize.
Worth pointing out, strangling, if you're a woman, if you're physically smaller than the person you want to attack, strangling is an excellent attack.
Oh, okay. Riley just
Rottweiler.
sees women as frails.
Yeah. So it is, even from your perspective, if I'm a small person and I want to murder a big person and I don't have a gun or poison, strangling is actually one way I might approach such a thing.
How many women are in Neptune Company?
None.
Well, then it must have been a man.
Same as the number of people in your company. Same
How
as the
could a
number of women
woman-
in your company. No.
How could a woman lift up a hook ladder to climb up the back of a building?
No, these would be two separate crimes.
Oh.
So I'm proposing that a woman walked up and strangled Miss McCarthy. At the same time, Neptune Company was setting a fire
Lit the lady on
in the
fire.
room down the hall.
Lit the lady on
Also-
fire. And then
Yeah.
snuck back out.
Safety
Yeah.
tip, never take Mr. O'Reilly to the Bowery,
No.
What?
because if he gets his ass kicked by a Bowery gal, he's never going to live it down.
No,
I'm
that's
just
saying.
true. It would be very sad.
We
He's
need
not going to
the
get a
character
fight with a
development,
woman. He's not going to get in a fight with a woman. That's ungentlemanly.
We need it for the
I'm
plot.
not going to stop her.
That's not to stop her at all.
That's true.
Therein lies the problem. You may not be willing to start a fight. That doesn't apply to her.
Me thinking back to like all the survivalist Canadian women I grew up with kicking O'Reilly's ass extremely thoroughly.
Oh, Riley can hold his own in a fight. You know that, too. It might be better matched than you think. Anyway,
Some of those Bowery gals can too.
Well,
I think I've told them everything that I knew as far as, like, the rumors and all that shit.
I think
So-
I would like to go and speak with some of the people at the 6th Chatham.
Number
I think that's
6,
a wise
Chatham.
move, sir.
Number Chatham.
Okay, are you doing that tonight then?
Nah, I'd
This
probably do
one-
that in the morning.
It's about
It's-
8 p.m.
Yeah, it's still early.
So the workday is done.
Yeah.
At this hour, people are eating,
8 in the morning.
being entertained.
People are going to be
8
working.
8 in the evening.
No, I'm saying he said he was going to go in the morning. People are
Yeah.
going to be at work in
Yeah.
the morning.
Yeah.
I mean,
you might have a better chance to catch him now.
yeah,
you're
O'Reilly
right.
doesn't
Yeah,
point that out, but I mean, it's just kind of common
No,
sense.
you're right.
in
Yeah,
this time period.
I would go this evening.
Okay,
I'll
so-
grab my comically large hat and come with you.
Okay, so you guys head out. Walk
Yeah, I'll go
down
too if he
and-
wants me to. You want me to come, Mr. Tully?
Anyone who wishes to join is more than welcome.
Do you want me to come,
Walking
Mr.
up
Tully?
on them like we're about to whoop their ass, or are we just investigating?
We're just
We're
going
good.
to see. Maybe there's some similarities between the victims.
You got both of the freaking addresses too, didn't you?
Yeah.
44 Hester.
So, yep. So start with one, Chatham Square.
Yeah.
I'll
we're
go
gonna have
with.
to chat 'em.
It's the walk. It'll take you about 5-10 minutes to walk there.
Yeah.
And number 6, Chatham Square, is another one of these tenement-style apartments. This one is 3 stories, so it's an older one. The entrance on the lower level is a tavern. Surprise!
That sounds.
The upper
Maybe you
2
could buy us a little refreshment, Mr. Tully, before we go up.
In all fairness, this part of this part of town, the number of buildings that don't have a tavern on the ground floor is sometimes smaller than the number of ones that do.
Yeah.
So that's no surprise at all.
There's a long walk
the
and we're
upper 2
thirsty,
floors
Mr. Tully.
Yeah, so you can pop in and buy a drink if you want to.
Yeah. Actually,
Awesome.
asking
it's
the
worth-
bartender's never a bad idea.
And it's also worth pointing out
Oh,
there's
that's
a
right.
huge number of these taverns and bars. People generally do not stay at one very long. In other words, you walk in, you have a drink, and you move on. Like the fact that you might leave in 15 or 20 minutes is not at all suspicious. Not in the modern world, people go to a bar, they usually stay an hour or two.
Yeah, and have a
Here,
meal or at
people-
least food as well as drink and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Here, you generally have a drink and move on.
Yeah.
They
And
even
have,
serve
you know,
food in most of these taverns.
No,
Yeah, that's what I
and
thought.
most of them don't even have chairs.
Okay.
Hmm.
Wait,
You got-
as
it's
we
a ballroom with
approach,
open space.
do we see any damage to the building?
One window
Okay.
facing the street on the third floor
Okay, third floor.
has been boarded over.
Mm.
The news report said the fire was on the third floor, so
Okay.
that's probably where the fire took place. So at the moment, it looks like because the glass probably blew out of that window, they've basically just put plywood boards over the window,
Yeah.
so you can see where the fire took place. As for the tavern, uh, this place, if it has a name, there's no sign. The owner is a fellow who calls himself Warnock, so I guess we'll call this place Warnock's.
Warnock?
Warnock, yep.
I like that name.
And he's, as far as the locals know, he is older than Manhattan.
Who isn't?
Warnock's Tavern has existed forever
He's a witch.
and will exist forever. So either he's a witch, or he's old, or people are exaggerating. As for Mr. Warnock himself, thin, wiry, and the kind of guy who has a look of strength no matter what his age. He's got those kind of knotted muscles that suggest that he's strong. What he can tell you, in short, is that he heard about the fire. It happened a couple, 4 days ago now? 5 days ago now, back on the 13th. And he remembers that he heard somebody scream. Everybody in his place did. And some guys ran outside to see if it was outside, and some guys ran around and took the stairs. And he'll introduce you to a fellow by the name of John Burgayan. Mr. Burgayan is sitting on a chair that has been brought into the bar for this purpose, because Mr. Burgayan has a broken leg, which he acquired attempting to go up the stairs.
Mm.
Tenement stairs.
Dark, unlit,
Dark.
tenement, almost like a ladder stairs. Yeah, you told us about this last game session.
Yeah. So
He
apparently
fell and broke his
several
leg
people-
going up the stairs.
several people tried to rush up the stairs. He tripped and came right back down them.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I landed at the bottom with a broken leg. So he is currently recovering. It also meant
sucks.
that no one was able to reach the apartment quickly.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the name of the person who lived there,
That's what I was going to ask.
because that person never came down here. He does know he heard that that person moved in a little while ago. Mr. Bulgarian, on the other hand, does know.
Okay.
Okay.
That the man's name was Peters.
Well.
Stephen Peters. That he came from Sligo County.
Sligo County?
Yeah, it's in Ireland,
Okay.
and had arrived only a few weeks ago. He'd taken a room here at number 6 Chatham, and Mr. Burgayan doesn't know what Peters did for work, but noticed that he didn't seem to be lacking for money.
Mm.
So he thought he brought money with him over from the old world and hadn't found a job yet. So he had some bank and was living cheap. The assumption was he had some bank, but he was living cheap to save money while he tried to find a solid job.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what Burgayan thinks happened. He has no idea why a fire started up there. But he raced up to try to help when he heard the scream, and then fell, and then people had to help him down the stairs. By the out of the landing and get him to a doctor. And by the time they did that, everything was over upstairs.
Yeah.
He feels kind of bad about that. Like he was legitimately trying to help, and then he ended up hurting himself.
Yeah.
And Mr. Warnock has made a point of getting a chair so he can sit in the
Aw.
bar room.
How nice.
Because he can't stand really.
Was
Yes, he's kind of a local hero right now.
was Neptune
He
Company
got
here?
hurt trying to help. Yeah, they were.
Was Neptune Company here?
Yeah, they saw them there. They arrived and took stock, and by the time they did anything, as far as they could tell, the fire was pretty much out. Several members of the Neptune Company then climbed the stairs and assessed the situation. They also removed Peter's body. So nobody's really upset with the members of Neptune Company. Like the fire was pretty much out by the time they arrived.
Mm-hmm.
So they got here and said, okay, what are we going to do? Nothing, it's over. In other words, the newspaper really sort of raked them over for doing nothing. These folks' attitude is there was really nothing they could do because the first thing you do is you figure out what we need to do.
Yeah.
At once they had, by the time they reached the end of that step, there was nothing left to do.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
out of character, we ran into an identical fire, and we did
Yeah.
something.
The point is, they could have. The point is, it's from a certain perspective, you could say they could have acted faster. From another perspective, you could say they acted by the book within.
They could have at least
So it really
acted
depends
like
on-
they were doing something.
It really depends on which way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
So they could easily, their conduct would be easily excusable to those who say firefighters should be cautious and take stock and make a plan before approach.
Yeah.
That's not the O'Reilly way.
No, it isn't.
Rush in.
Point is that there are those who would have agreed with what they did.
Yeah.
The newspaper notice did not. Took them to task for not acting quickly.
The newspapers like to stir up shit in this time period a lot. So
Yeah, that is
In-
why the newspaper took that opinion, almost certainly.
to make
In
it a
Faye's
story.
opinion,
Stirring up shit sells papers.
Yeah, but they still didn't do shit. So,
in
but I do not
Faye's-
voice that in this bar.
In Faye's opinion, they lack showmanship.
Yeah,
Ha.
they do. They could have at least acted like they were doing something.
Mm-hmm. You got to play it up to the cheap seats.
Acted like they were doing something.
I
So-
wonder if the Neptune Company's boys left anything behind.
Well, you pay for your drinks and head upstairs if you wanna.
Yeah.
So
I'm just
you'll-
letting Mr. Tully lead. I go where he goes
Yep,
right now.
I'll pay for drinks.
and you'll probably actually want to strike a match on the way up the stairs.
Go, Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do we need to make a luck roll as we ascend?
Not if you take the time.
Dex.
If you strike a match, it takes some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, in stairs like this, if you're ever attempting to move quickly, you will need a dex or a luck roll.
Yeah, we're not
You do
in a
not wanna move
rush
quickly on your
right
stairs.
now.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
It's
Now
like
you strike a
8:30
match,
at night.
You move carefully, watch your footing. So no worries there.
No, I
Don't
don't.
do
Up to.
I notice also make strike a match. You have light.
Yeah.
You can actually see because these tenement hallways have no lighting fixtures.
I can't
They are
afford
pitch-
matches.
They
Yeah.
are pitch dark. So without a light source of your own,
Yeah.
Especially at night.
you're
Yeah.
operating in cave darkness. Yeah.
Yeah. So who's got the match?
Tully would have matches.
Okay, Tully's got matches.
Yeah, many of you would. Even in the daytime, these are almost pitch dark because they have no windows.
Yeah.
So it's not like daylight penetrates here.
Yeah.
You get daylight at the bottom by the front door, and by the time you've reached the third or fourth step, that's gone.
What's the layout here? Do you have to go through the tavern to get to the corridor to get to the steps, or do you have to enter from
the tavern
outside?
you have to enter from outside.
Okay.
The
I was just
tavern has
curious
its
on
own
that.
entrance, which is below street level. You step down.
Oh, so it's
Then
down to the
next to that-
tavern and then up a step to the tenement,
Yeah, and then there's
Gotcha.
a stoop that goes up 2 steps to enter the tenement building.
like
So
Laverne
no
and Shirley's
entrance to the
place.
ground level.
Okay,
A lot of these old buildings, those stoops are there
right.
because of the way the city streets tend to get buried in poop.
Yay, that's okay.
So the solution was basically elevate the entrance above street level.
So here's a
You
question.
notice a lot of those old buildings still have those stoops where you walk up several steps to reach the front door.
Right? Is it still dirt? Completely all dirt roads? Is it cobblestone?
Well, the roads are cobblestoned.
Are there
They're
sidewalks?
covered in- there's not really a sidewalk.
Okay.
What you've got is cobblestones that go one end to the other.
Okay.
And then you've got the problem really is mud
Well, yeah,
rain.
and poop.
and especially horse
Horse
shit.
shit, yeah. Those guys need to up their game, those horse shit collector guys.
What horse shit?
There's not any. Ooh, new business idea.
In theory, the city sends guys around to collect the poop.
Mhm.
And in theory, each neighborhood, each block, each building is supposed to sweep up in front of their own street and then set it out for city collectors to pick it up. In reality, not a lot of people do.
Okay. I don't own
And
a
there's a
horse.
little,
The
there's
city
little way to
stinks.
Yeah, it does probably
Oh,
stink.
yeah. Oh yeah. There's one of the reasons that people loved automobiles so much when they started appearing in cities is because it meant less
Less
horse shit.
poop. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of horses at work in the city, and all of them poop.
We have some at the station.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You keep several of your own. They also poop. That's how the fire engine
Hey,
goes.
I put it out on the street. I don't know about other people.
Yeah. What's supposed to happen is each block, each building, each business is supposed to be responsible. You know how in a snowstorm, how you're supposed to shovel the
Yeah.
sidewalk in front of your own house? That's what's supposed to happen. That each person is supposed to be responsible for cleaning up the poop in front of their own and the mud and whatnot in front of their own door and sacking it up, basically taking it, putting it in a pile so that
Yeah.
city collectors can come and collect it.
I do
That
that
is
out.
not what actually happens in real life.
I do that at the fire department at our building. I do that
So some people do that as they're
Yeah.
supposed to, some do not.
because our fire department looks good.
Yeah.
Unlike
So,
Neptune.
So up to the third floor, to the Stephen Peters apartment.
Yep.
The door is open. Well, it's not open; it's unlocked, I should say.
Yeah.
So it's closed, but it opens easily when you push it.
Mhm.
And inside, you're looking at a scene very much like the one you saw in Malin's apartment. Here you've got what appears to have been the fire appears to have started in a bed.
They usually
As in,
do.
it looks like Peters was in bed when the fire began.
Right.
Bed frame is still there, although the interior has fallen in. So the support structure that held the mattress burned.
Is it wood?
The frame itself is metal pipe.
Metal?
And notice
Okay.
there's no damage to that. So an
Okay.
intense fire in the center of the bed, but the metal pipes that supported the bed frame appear to be largely undamaged.
Okay.
Once again, you've got this intense and very localized heat.
There's a mattress of any kind?
Not anymore.
I mean, is it
There was
an intense
was a
heat,
straw
but the
mattress.
pipes didn't melt.
there was a
Intense
straw?
heat in the middle of the bed, yet the pipes are largely undamaged.
So the mattress got choked out the window or
The
something,
mattress-
probably.
The remnants of the mattress are still visible.
Okay, so it's on
corners
the
of
edges. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Like the
middle's
whole
just
middle
like
of the mattress.
incinerated
Yep. In other words, he was lying on the mattress
when he
when the
went up.
incineration took place.
Yeah.
So the body incinerated, the mattress incinerated. But remember how you saw where like the woman's foot wasn't burned at
Right.
all?
Right.
The metal of piping of the bed, same feel.
It's untouched, not even scorched.
Yeah. So there's no damage here at all, really.
Is there a
Other
lamp?
than a massive amount of damage in the center of the bed.
Is there a lamp in this room?
You've also
we could
got
light?
a chair. Well, you've got a chair, a stand with a lamp. So yeah,
Can we light that?
a wash basin.
Okay.
Also a little table, and some crockery. So no one has taken his possessions, it seems.
Yeah, the unimportant possessions.
Yeah, like
let's-
no one's taken his dishes,
Yeah.
his drinking mug.
I'm gonna point
gonna-
Tully towards the lamp
I
with
was
his
gonna
match.
light the.
Okay. So get the lamp,
Lamp.
Kelly.
So at least
Yeah,
we have
now
some
you have-
light we can see.
Exactly. Yeah, so now you get a better look at the place. So you've got all of that. Next to the on the other side by the window is an armoire.
Uh-oh, another armoire.
Is that
Well, they're standard
Is
in
it-
place.
The
So you don't have a
wardrobe.
closet.
Yeah, there's no closets yet.
is it all closed up and doesn't
It's-
look like
it's
anyone's gone through it?
closed.
Okay.
Can't tell if anyone's gone through it. It's currently closed.
I'm gonna close the door to the hallway.
Okay.
I don't
No
want anybody
problem.
showing up. And we
If
should
it's
have.
the case.
They're probably not going to notice us, is my thinking. Especially with the windows covered in plywood.
Yeah.
They might
And
see a
once you
light
close
under
the
the
door-
door, but
Yeah, once you close the door, it's unlikely anyone will notice you.
okay. I'm gonna stand. I'll
So-
stay by the door. My spot hidden kind of sucks. I can help search if they want, but
Yeah.
But
I'll
you
look
also
through
tend to
the.
notice things.
You're blocking
I'm-
the door.
Yeah, I'm making sure if somebody's comes up on us, I'll be ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna slip my
I'm gonna-
my brass knuckles on too while I'm standing there.
I'm gonna look through the armoire.
Okay. So you'll want to move the lamp properly to get a better look.
Okay. Yeah.
So pick up the lamp, open up the armoire. Inside the armoire, first off is a small selection of men's clothing. So that's pretty much what you would expect to find.
Yeah.
Judging by what you've got here, this man actually did have some resources. There's 4 suits.
Oh.
which is to say he wasn't wearing one when he died. Although
Yeah.
if he was dead, that would make sense. There's a good pair of boots.
Not if he's in the bed. If he was in the bed, he's probably in a
So
nightshirt.
yeah, so the point is that his suits and his boots, no surprise to find them here,
Yeah.
and nobody took them. A spot hidden roll for anyone who's
Nice.
looking in the wardrobe would help.
Can I take one with a penalty die, trying to look over people's shoulders?
Sure. I mean, you can still look. Your eyes still work. It's
Yeah,
just
I'm
not
still
a good place to
peeking.
get a good look.
Extreme success.
No.
So I don't think anyone
Fail.
can do better than extreme success.
No, I failed.
Nope.
Yep. No.
So
All right.
The
still
penalty
success,
die.
but not extreme.
Yeah. So first thing you'll notice is this has actually been gone through,
Damn.
and with an extreme success, you'll notice a drawer at the base of the armoire, and in that is the bottom of the drawer is essentially a little bit of, I almost want to call it carpet, and a very slight impression that suggests that something rectangular was resting there.
Kind of like a book.
About the right size for a pocketbook, yeah.
Okay.
In fact,
Okay, so you mean pocketbook as in like a money book,
a
like it's
small
money.
book. No, as a small
A
book,
small book.
Okay. So
Yeah.
kind of like
about maybe 8 inches by about 6 inches, like that.
okay.
Wait, do you have, Josh? Did you bring the other books with you?
I brought the weird Latin book with me.
Because that one is about the same
Um,
size as the impression here.
Oh yeah, Josh. Yeah, if he sees that, he
Uh,
knows that.
I'm gonna pull out the book from like a pocket
Yep.
and just line up the like dust indentation, like the dust square, and see like
It's not
it's a
dust. It's
perfect
an
match.
indentation. It's an indentation in the cushioning. There's no dust. Someone keeps this clean. But the indentation in
Kept
the
it
cushioning
clean.
is pretty much the same size.
Huh.
Now, since you know this one also is a published book, it's entirely possible if something was taken like that, what was taken is another copy of this book.
Yeah. That is a peculiar one.
That this man had a copy of the same book that Miss Marin did.
Do I see the
kept
book
it.
and recognize it from last night?
Yeah, when he takes it
would.
out, you'll see.
Thank you.
Do you happen to know what that book says?
It from a cursory look through, I only suspect devil worship.
Oh.
There's and I flip through them and show like the intricate
Is that the
diagrams.
Is that the pamphlet?
Yeah, the
small pamphlet
one.
like-
Yeah, I called it a pamphlet, but it's a small book.
Okay.
It's not. As I said, it's bound. It's not folded like a pamphlet. It just has fewer pages than you would expect of a book. The whole thing is only like 40 pages long. So as a book, it's small. But a pamphlet would be folded, not bound. This is actually bound.
Has it been stamped by the bishop?
No, the Catholic Church does not approve of this text.
You should burn that boy. That's bad.
Does any of you have any points in occult?
I do.
Because he's flipping through it, so you can get a look at it as well. So you're also having to make an occult roll. Because you are flipping through the pages, showing them the diagrams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you recognize
I'm
anything?
not.
Regular
And if any of
success.
And if any of you have any points in Latin, you'll recognize it as Latin. Without points in Latin, if you were raised Catholic, you'll recognize the language as Latin. Not that makes any sense. It's just that is Latin.
Are you showing it to me too, Burke?
I'm
Are
showing
you
it to
like
everybody.
leaning it over towards me by the door? Okay.
Yeah. So regular
Right on.
success on occult, you'll learn the same, basically what he got as well. That this is a grimoire.
It's a devil book.
It is probably the diagrams here are summoning devices. So this is how you get in touch with angels or devils. Like follow these instructions, and you can communicate with a spiritual being.
That is
Whether that's a good idea, as I leave to you.
right. Yeah.
So this fellow had the
Wait a
same
second.
book. Is that what you're saying?
It's the same size in any case.
It's a devil book.
It could very well be the same book. I mean, my character reads. Is that a pretty common size for books to be written
Yeah.
nowadays?
There's,
Okay.
yeah, there's a number of books come in that size. So it's
Yeah.
not entirely certain it's this one. But you got to admit, the fact that you found one of these at a fire, and
Two
here's a
fires.
hidden space.
Yeah,
Tell
hidden
the thing that's for
space with a
safe.
similar fire.
Oh, is his drawer kind of hidden?
It's not, the drawer is not obvious until you know where you're looking.
Okay.
It's at the bottom of the armoire. So basically you have to move the boot rack to really see it.
Oh, and the boots are in front of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
That's
like,
interesting.
it's one of those things that it's not, I can't call it truly hidden,
Right.
but it is definitely harder to locate unless you
Okay.
know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And that's where the thing was. And the thing is, somebody must have searched and found it.
Mhm. That is a peculiar one. Well,
Except this time, the men from Neptune Company were here.
yeah.
Mhm.
They never got into Malin's room.
Good job, Sean. You yelled at him and kept him at bay so we could do the job.
That's my point. They never got up here. Which means if they did, if that was the case again, would they have taken the copy that you found in Malin's room?
I snap my fingers as I think of that. Wait a minute. Neptune Company was here, but they weren't in the other place.
So
And
the
if
reason-
they were, they wouldn't have found the books because of me and Burke. I mean,
So the reason
because
you
of
have
Burke.
it is because you guys got there first. Now, of course, nobody would have seen them taking the book out.
Yeah.
We know they took the body out. How easy it would have been for one of them to put the book in the pocket.
Where's that other place, Tully? Mr. Tully.
Hester Street.
Yeah.
Hester Street, number 44.
Yep.
Should we look there too? I bet there's a missing book there too.
It's definitely worth a glance.
Okay. So little uptown then to Hester Street. So basically hike your way up Elizabeth, take a left on Hester,
Woohoo!
and there you are. Number 44 Hester. This is not what you thought it was going to be. This is a two-story private structure.
Someone's home. Is it a house?
Business and home. It's a business and home. So you've got a business on the first floor, and then living space on the second.
Okay.
Typically, where are the entrances to living space in a building like this?
Often, either there'll be two front entrances, or
Okay.
the living space entrance will be around the back.
Are there two front entrances to
In this
this?
case, you have two front entrances.
Okay.
So labeled 44 and 44 and a half Hester.
Does it look like it's still inhabited? Are there lights
At the
or
moment,
smoke coming out of the chimney?
no. Well, not many people are. There's not a lot of smoke at this house. Not a lot of people are cooking, and it's July, so
Oh yeah, that's true.
no need for a fire at the evening.
Yeah. What about what's the business?
No
Is there
smoke,
a
no
name?
light, but yeah. The front has a little sign on it that says Schliemann Brothers Quality Garments.
Is this a nicer
So-
neighborhood?
A little bit.
I mean, are we gonna get noticed if we decide to do some B&E here?
Not sure. At this
Right.
hour, street traffic on Hester is pretty light.
Okay.
People are moving by. No one's paying much attention to you. The fact that there's no lights on in this building means either no one lives here or the inhabitants have gone to bed by this hour.
It's about what, 9 o'clock by now?
Actually, closer on 11.
11?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You hang on a sec. I take that back. Closer to 10. Because you left for about,
Okay.
it was about 8:30.
We
By
left
the
at
time you had
8:30,
stopped-
9 o'clock down south
Had
with
it-
that place. We
by the
did
time you had a
search the
drink,
place. Yeah, had a
stopped and had a
drink,
drink,
talked to people.
Then
Yeah,
you
okay,
went
okay.
upstairs, then you came here. So by now it's about 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Okay, so they could have gone to bed.
It's possible the inhabitants have just gone to bed by this hour.
Yeah.
So if there's anyone inside, they might be asleep.
Well,
Do we
that's
want to
fine.
knock?
No, we don't want to knock.
We're not knocking at this time.
No. We
Yep.
just want to go in. Cover me, boys. I'm gonna go up to the front door when there's
Okay.
as little people on the street as possible.
Which door? Business or residence?
Residents. The fire. Where's the fire take place? Do we see signs of the fire, or boarded up window?
You're not seeing
Burns.
any such indication from the street.
What did the newspaper article say, Mr. Tully? Where was the fire? Do you remember?
So the fire took place on the second floor.
Second floor.
Upstairs. All right.
Yeah, upstairs.
So when there's nobody going by,
As close as you're going to get at this hour.
yeah, I'm gonna caution them to move a little bit away from the building. It's a single standing building, right? It's not connected to other
Yeah,
buildings. Okay, and then I'll slip up the stairway, the stoop, and see if the front door is locked.
it is.
And then I will pull out my lockpick and I
Okay.
will unlock it if I can.
What's your lockpick skill?
My locksmith is a 51.
Okay, so yeah, you can roll if you want, or you can take time to do this right.
Uh,
So if you roll, you can do it quickly.
how much I'm gonna try to roll because I'd like to
Okay.
get this door open and get us in there as quick as I can.
Yep.
53. Damn it!
So
I will
spend 2
burn
points of
2
luck.
points of luck. I hate that.
So
Um,
pop it, and
Yeah, click, 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 and then I'll gesture to them, and I'll just walk in like I own the place,
okay,
but as quietly as I can manage.
okay. So the rest of you are then moving inside as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
As you enter, first off, the first thing you'll encounter is a stairway that
Okay.
takes you, of course, up to the second floor.
We close
So
the
this
front
is
door
basically
behind us.
on the first floor landing where you enter. So once you are up the stoop there's nothing there but a little table. The table holds a candle lamp and matches. And on the other side is a rack that holds an umbrella.
Okay.
In other
What?
words, what you need for going up the stairs and an umbrella for going out in the street if it's
Yeah.
raining.
What kind of windows have we got? I mean, if we light this candle lamp, how much
There's no
exposure is that going to show to outside?
There are no windows here. That's why you need the lamp.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I'll light that lamp
Yep.
as quick as we can.
Yep.
It's
So you
little. It's
basically
just a
light-
candle, just a tiny
It's
little
a candle.
candle.
It's a candle in a cup, essentially,
right.
with a finger loop, so you can hold it like this.
Y'all hear me muttering something about I hate not looking over the place before I come in. Um, we should have walked around.
Oh, well, get the lamp going. Then
Yeah,
up the
let's
stairs.
go up the stairs.
And
Yep.
at the top of the stairs is another door. That's the actual apartment.
Oh, is it locked as well?
Um,
I try the door.
it's not.
Okay.
Those of you with occult should make an occult roll.
Oh, damn, I already touched the door.
You did, yeah.
So those with points in occult, right?
Yeah. Well, anyone can.
I'll
Even
make
if you
a...
have no points in it. You still got 5, so.
No, 63, big fail.
I did not make it.
90. No.
No.
Come on, Josh.
You wanna go
Come on, Graham, I mean.
Let me try for a 5.
Yeah.
Here's a hot 5 coming right up.
Do it. Do it now.
No, that's 24.
Okay, so no.
I'm not burning
Yeah, no.
19 luck.
19 points of luck.
No,
Okay,
probably
I hope
not.
if it's unlocked, I'm going to quietly open it.
Well, point is, it is unlocked, but you'll notice, and this is what the occult roll is, there is something attached to the door. It's a
Bomb.
small, what appears to be a small rectangular box, which has some kind of glyphs or foreign writing on it.
What the hell is that?
And it appears to be affixed to the door using a couple of either nails or screws, one at the top and one at the bottom. And given that the writing is probably hieroglyphic or Hebrew or something, that's why I say the occult roll. It looks like something magic.
Well, you said it's attached to the door. Where is it attached to the door?
It's on the door frame.
On the
So
door
it's at
frame.
above, it's just above eye level, and it's on the door frame.
So it's like on the door frame, like, and the door's pressed up against it.
Yeah.
All right, that's probably got some kind of bells, or maybe something that'll fall out and make a lot of noise. That's a burglar detector. I've seen them before. You see.
Yeah, but how many burglar detectors come with some kind of hieroglyphs on them?
That's somebody. They got kids. I don't know.
Do you know how to bypass them?
Well, no, we've got to just here. Someone stand here. Be ready for whatever falls out of it. Use your handkerchief, because that'll muffle the sound. You see. Not that I've ever done this before.
Are you going to try to disconnect it from the door then?
Well, it's attached to the door frame. You said, right?
Yeah. It's
So
been
not the
driven
door
into the door frame with
itself.
either nails or screws.
Does it look to be attached to the door as well?
No.
So it's in the door frame, but the
driven.
door's up against it. So no.
It doesn't
Um,
connect to the door. It's just a
Right.
little box that someone has either nailed or screwed to the door frame.
Huh. How do
So
you?
it really doesn't
How
look
would
like a
you
security
nail?
system. It doesn't seem to be communicating with the door.
Yeah, but if it's got an open back and something's leaning against the door that could fall
That's
out, could that
yeah,
be?
yeah, that's a possibility. If it's covering a hole in the door frame, then it's communicating with whatever's on the other side.
Right. Oh, so it could be something.
Because it looks like a box, so it could be covering a hole that goes all
Yeah.
the way through the door frame
And
to
then
the
that could
inside.
have a bell or something on it that'll
Exactly.
go off when whatever device is in it is
Yeah.
that
So
falls or
there's a
tips when the door's open. So what
yeah.
I need to do is one of you gentlemen to get your hand up in there, and as soon as I start pushing the door open, you block it.
I don't know how to block it. It doesn't seem to have any means of blockage other than put your hand over it.
All right, here I pull out my giant ass fucking knife, and I'll hand it
Okay.
to. I just hold it out for one of them. I'm gonna check. Will that slide in between the door and the box?
No.
It's too tight.
It,
Okay.
it has been. Those are actually well, you know about building stuff. Those are screws. What someone did was
Right.
they drove two pilot holes. Then
Hmm.
the object has two basically holes, one at the top and one at the bottom, and then someone used two screws to secure it to the door by screwing it into the door. In other words,
Wait.
you could remove it
Okay.
easily with a screwdriver.
I thought you said it was attached to the door frame.
Oh, sorry, the door frame. Yeah, you
So
could
it's
remove it. The
attached.
right tool, the right tool for removing this is a screwdriver.
Oh, we could actually just remove it then.
If you
Because I could.
unscrewed, if
Can I
you
see the
draw those two,
screws?
yeah, if
I
you
don't have a
draw the two
screwdriver.
screws, it would come out.
Could I try
But
to
if
use
you
the
haven't got it,
knife to draw it out?
that would be noisy. You would have to pry it away from the door jamb.
No, but could he
No, no, no. Could I use
use?
the knife as a screwdriver? Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like to
how
try to
that
get
would
those screws. It probably won't work,
you have
but
you have mechanical
I do have a
repair, right?
little bit of mechanical repair.
That's
Let me
what that
try to
would
do
be.
that first and see if that helps.
So you
If
can
that
insert
does
the
it.
point and then slowly
Right, and
turn
I'm
the knife
slowly
if you
turning it. It's a
unscrew it.
pain in the ass. It's probably going to take a
Yeah,
while.
yeah, because this is really
I have
Ah,
I have
no.
like
I can't get it
I have
to
40
catch.
points in mechanical repair.
Well, I couldn't get it to catch. I got a 60 out of 30. If you've
you
got
can
a
have a try
40
at it.
and you want to try, Burke, if you
Yeah,
say let me try,
Yeah,
I'll hand the knife over to you. It's a big
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
knife. It's like a
okay.
goddamn chick cleaver.
Yeah. Well, given
What's
you will have to actually roll this one because this is really the wrong tool for this job.
Yeah, it is big time. I didn't bring any
Yeah.
real good
If you had a
housebreaking
screwdriver,
tools.
there'd be no need to roll. The
Don't.
screwdriver is what you would use to what someone
Let me
put this in with.
check. Wait, and can I have a luck check to see if I just happen to have a screwdriver in my pocket?
Unlikely.
I know it's
Why would you?
unlikely.
uh
That's why I need a luck check.
How'd you do?
I just rolled a 2.
Oh yeah.
That's
So
extreme
Ooh,
out of 40.
check mark,
you
check
get the
mark.
thing off. You get the yeah. You get the thing off in
He's
a minute.
done. I look
And
at
what
him
you've got
jealously.
when it comes away from the wall
Oh,
inside, it actually
You
comes
loosened
loose
it.
from the wall.
yeah. I grab it. We're gonna make sure it's not gonna fall and make a racket.
Yeah, because it's made of metal. If it hits the floor, it will make a noise.
Hmm.
Inside is a rolled piece of what appears to be parchment.
Well, this wouldn't make any noise.
It's
This is
not an
just
alarm.
paper. There's paper in here. Why is there paper in an alarm?
That's what the occult roll is for.
Yeah,
Is
I
this
know.
some
We don't
kind
know
of
what the fuck's
ward?
going on. I
Doesn't
hand it to
doesn't
Faye. I just kind of show it in Faye's hands, and then
It has writing.
I'm
It
gonna open the
has
door.
writing on it. So there's a message of some kind written on the parchment. Mm. This is handwritten.
Magic mouth.
Yeah. If
It
it was a
says
magic mouth spell, that'd be a good place for
it
it.
says I memorized explosive runes
The
today,
root.
and then it blows
Okay.
up in your face.
Yes, but no. No, it does not in fact explode.
Faye's got it. I'm gonna hand off the whole box to him
Okay. Yep.
because
You got
he's
it.
nearby, and I get my knife back from Burke, and
And
then
now
I
try the
hush
door.
them, and I'll open the door.
Okay. Inside, what you're looking at is a relatively simple apartment.
Oh, it goes right to the apartment. Okay.
Yeah, it opens on a foyer. Visible from there is a dining area where
Windows.
there's a table with four chairs. There are some windows.
Okay,
The
I'm
dining
gonna
area, like one, for instance.
tell him not to bring the
Uh,
candle in here.
there's I'd call it a kitchenette. It's not really a full kitchen, but
Yeah.
a place you can do some cooking.
Hmm.
There's also two, oh, ground corner, three closed doors. So this apartment has a total of 5 rooms, of which you can see two outside of the foyer.
2 are
The dining,
archways, and the rest are closed doors.
Yeah.
Which
So you've got a dining room and a kitchen that are connected. So
what,
those other three doors are probably, I'm guessing, bedrooms. Maybe this apartment has a bathroom.
do any of the windows look like they face towards the front of the house from
Um,
where we're standing right here?
one of the ones behind the closed door probably does.
But it's behind a closed door. The windows in
Yeah,
this room appear to look out the back, maybe the side.
side and back. Yeah.
Okay,
In other words, the fire apparently was in the room that would have faced the street.
that's what
These
Tully
people
tells
saw it,
us.
which means it is that means the door you want is the middle one.
Okay,
That would open on a room that would face the street.
all right, we gotta leave the candle here and look in the dark. Cause leave it on the top of the steps. Is that's my suggestion to them. What they do with it is up to them.
Yep. So you crossing to the other rooms then?
Uh, I'm planning to. Yeah, I start to head that way as quiet as I can.
Okay. You'll want to stealth. Anyone who's moving into the
Okay.
apartment at this point will want a stealth roll.
Oh.
I'll stay out.
Ooh,
to
success.
watch this time.
32 out of 45.
Okay. So
Ooh.
you're good. Yeah. So anyone entering will need a stealth roll.
Regular
I'll
success.
I'll go with like
Fail.
Okay.
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
Now,
Bark.
does anyone inside hear you?
Oh no, there are people here. That's bad.
Maybe. How bad was that?
29 out of 45.
Okay.
so-
59 out of 30.
So two of you succeed, one of you a
regular.
little less so. So the three of you, so while Mr. Tully waits by the door, the three of you move across to the room you think you want. Try that door.
Is it? Yeah.
It turns. The handle turns. It's not locked.
Try to move it open slow enough it won't creak.
Okay. And inside is what looks, I guess we're going to call this a study. The window, it's got the forward-facing window.
Right.
It's got a chair, a bookshelf, a floor lamp, and at one point what was probably carpet. That's where the fire took place. Because the floor in front of the chair is scorched to hell and gone.
I point it at it so everybody
The
sees
chair,
it.
notice the chair is undamaged. Once again, intense heat
Yeah.
with almost no collateral damage. And as you're looking at that, those of you inside, actually all of you, hear, Mom,
I'm out.
did you hear something?
Can I ride that
That
fucking
was,
successful sneak and head back for the door?
Yep.
Do
yeah,
I-
that was a child of maybe, I don't know, 8-10 years.
Ooh, we
Yeah.
started.
It came from one of the other rooms you
Right,
did not enter.
right. Can I ride? Can I ride the
That's
successful?
Yeah, that's a bedroom next to this stuff.
Right. Can I ride the successful stealth back out, or do I need to re-roll?
Yeah. Well, are people? Well, you're exiting. What about the
I'm
others?
gone, dude.
Pulling
We're
back,
burglars.
pulling back.
I do not want to go to jail. If I can do so quietly, I will try.
Okay. Well, you can ride that stealth roll, move quickly, and move the hell out.
Yeah.
Basically, get to the door.
And I'm doing like this to
And-
Tully. I don't know if
and
you
Mr.
heard the girl or
Tully-
not.
Yep.
Now, whoever's the last one through, if you want to try to get a look at who at anyone here, you can.
That's not me. As soon as I heard a voice, I was leaving. I do not burgle
Yeah,
houses with
So
inhabitants.
who's the last to exit?
Fair
Probably
Burke.
me.
Okay, so you can make a
Burke.
spot hidden roll if you want.
You did fail.
Yeah, you did. You can make a spot hidden roll if you want. Look back as you close the upper door to see if
Amateurs.
anyone opened the bedroom door.
I shouldn't work with amateurs.
Anyone see me as I clumsily get through the door?
We're about to find out.
Or do you see anyone?
Yep. Well, first, let's see if you see anybody. In other words, you heard a
77.
child speak. So
Fail.
Oh no!
you do not see anyone.
Help, mommy! There's a man in here.
Yeah, somebody must. A child heard you. Oh, that's not great. Wait, did I do that right? Because I don't think that's good for you.
That's fine. If I hear people start yelling, I'm booking it down the stairs. Fuck the stealth.
You did not get a good look at anyone. It's possible that somebody saw you as you exit because you hear the bedroom door open. In other words, Either the child or
No.
someone else in the bedroom came out into the main area.
Oh no.
Not sure if they saw you or not.
I told you
But
we
you
should have worn
closed the door,
masks.
moved down the stairs, and outside. So nothing to be done about that at this point. If they saw you, they saw you.
Mhm.
Given it was dark, it's unlikely they got a good look.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in the lead, I head down the street, whichever way's fastest to get away from this building.
I believe Mr. Tully is probably in the lead because he was had never left the stairway.
Yeah.
Depends on how fast he reacted. When I'm going, go, 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 go.
No,
Very
Tully's going.
Yep. So you're back on Hester Street. Outside, people walk by. Occasionally, vehicles move by.
Nothing's happening
Nobody's
here.
nobody's the wiser
La,
to
la,
whatever happened.
la.
So what you got from that, at least what you did get, is the same pattern of fire.
And there's still people
So
living
once
there.
again, yeah, people are living there. Now that fire happened 10 days ago,
Right.
Yeah.
so it's possible they moved out for a short period and then moved back in. But there was a family living there. You heard a boy's voice.
And we had a window that was still had glass in it. Right?
Yeah.
Like that was giving us light in that room a little bit from outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you saw the intense fire. You saw the remnants of a rug in the center of the floor.
Right.
So in this
And it was
case,
in a room with books.
Yeah. We called it a study, honestly. It had a lamp, it had a reading chair, it had a desk. It really looked like what we call a study.
Tully,
And
did you hold on to the little candle cup lantern, or did you just leave it sitting at the top of the stairs?
Um,
good question.
I was just curious because
Or put
no,
it
he would
back
have.
on the table.
Well, you guys would have had to take it into the.
no, we did not take it into the apartment. There were
Well, we did.
windows. There was
Okay.
enough ambient light we could just
Okay.
make out stuff.
Yeah.
Because I
he
didn't
would
want
have taken
to.
it down with him.
Okay.
Okay. Did you leave it on the table at the front then?
Yeah, he'll make sure the other three get out, and then he'll blow it. And
Oh, okay. I don't mind that.
Yeah. And
Then
then
I am
put
the
it
first
down.
one out.
Okay.
And I beelined away from the building so no one looking out the windows would see us walking by. It's
Okay.
my angle.
So you're now blending in with the crowd. Are you
thank God.
leaving this neighborhood or are you sticking around?
Oh, get out.
No, I'm leaving. You do
Yeah.
not. You do not stick around. Now, I do suggest that if someone wants to try to talk to these people, if they're so curious as to what happened, that the newspapers didn't say, that's up to you. But I'm not coming back to this house ever.
Mhm.
And I would suggest that none of you do, and that all of you do the same. You'd never return to the scene of a crime.
Well, one thing you will learn the next day is this actually will show up in the newspaper.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Kai,
Uh,
Kai and Burke
um,
tried to break into our house last night.
No, it doesn't have your name on it. What it says is that what all the newspaper says is that last night Hyman Schleiman, Jaime Schleiman, who is the son of the late Joshua Schleiman,
Mm.
was alerted to a potential burglar and woke his mother. The burglar had fled by the time his mother got there.
Burglar, singular, right? Is
I
how they
really saw
print
one
it?
of you. Yeah.
Great.
So what that tells well, so you did learn one thing. That boy you heard,
Hyman
his
Schleiman
father,
Jr.
Jaime
Who
Schleiman
died.
Jr. It's not Junior. His father's name was Joshua.
Oh, Hyman Simon.
Josh?
horrible name.
They sound Jewish to me, as far as
Yeah.
like my character goes. Like Riley Sands thinks they're probably Jewish
Oh, and
from the name.
worth checking into, of course. One, the Schliemans are Jewish, and two, that's a thing you can actually bring on, say, Friday, up to the boys, or even to talk to a priest if you like. What was that thing on the door?
As far as I know, Tully, Faye might still have it. What did you do with
Do
it
you
when I
still have
handed it off to you, Faye?
You still have it?
Oh, I still have it.
Okay.
Okay. Are you mentioning of this to anybody?
Absolutely not. But I will ask. I will ask. Well, I won't show the thing, but I will say, "Oh, I popped by an acquaintance's house, and he had this strange ornament on his door."
Oh, just describe it to him and
Yeah.
smart. It's not a Dybbuk box,
Okay.
is it?
Is it?
Probably
We're
not. No.
fucked if it's a Dybbuk box.
It's a what do you call it? A lich's flattery.
It's gonna curse us
Yeah.
all. I'm the one that fiddle. Me and Josh are the ones, or yeah, the ones that fiddle with it the most. You
Yep.
have possession
So
of it still, Faye. Don't forget.
yeah,
You
so
touched
got
it
it.
first.
I touched it
Yep.
first.
Yeah, I am perfectly amused at this, by the way. Just so as you know.
Is this a
Anyway,
Jewish like? Nah, don't tell me. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
yeah, I'm not going to give it away quite yet
No, no, no.
until your
If
characters find out.
Faye's gonna probably ask around about it at some point on Friday, but
Okay.
that's what Josh
Well,
just said. I think.
who are you asking?
Yeah, good question.
Who do you talk to about something like this? Do you know any Jews?
You know, a few Jewish people in the neighborhood, I imagine.
Yeah, there are.
Germans, Jewish people, Irish.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what Kevin said to
Yep.
us? We're the primary
I
people
probably
in the
have
neighborhood.
some Jewish customers.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know any
radically.
Jews.
I'm realizing that for the time, um, Faye is radically progressive, purely because it's good for business.
He'll be friends with anybody.
I'll be friends with anyone.
As long
know,
as they have money.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
that's actually.
that leaves out quite a few of those people though.
Yeah, no, that actually makes a lot of sense because, you know, you want to be friendly to people that have money. So what you will learn the next day, and we're getting near to the end, so we'll probably
Right.
wrap up with this, is that the thing is completely harmless.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's
What
what's
is it?
called a it's called a mezuzah.
Mezuzah.
It is attached to the door. Jews generally attach one to their door as a form of blessing. So the text inside is a Hebrew blessing. You write the blessing
Okay.
down and you put it inside a box with a particular letter, particularly the Shaddai letter on it.
Hold on.
I thought,
The blessing of the
I
house.
thought, I thought this might be something like
Does Faye tell O'Reilly this later at some point?
It took the
You wanna
blessing of
not-
the house.
Yeah.
that. I don't.
You
I
tell him.
just. Faye is doing the magic, like is doing the mental math of like how do I explain this without him walking away thinking that we were at a wizard's house.
O'Reilly's not that dumb, dude. And he doesn't. He's
Yeah.
never given in to any giving you guys much of an indication that he believes in anything supernatural as far as that goes.
Then I'll do my best to
If
explain
you
it.
tell him it's some kind of Jewish blessing on their
cultural
house, he'll be like, "Oh," and then he'll know not to worry about it next time he sees one.
Yeah.
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 That's
okay.
basically
Explain
it.
it. Yeah. What it tells you basically is you can be certain that if you see one of those, that the people who live there are Jews.
Yeah, and that
That's
actually
about the
helps
only
him.
thing it's doing.
So he doesn't have to worry about it being a burglar alarm like he thought the entire
Yeah.
time, which
Yeah, no.
I didn't think so. I didn't know if it was some kind of like magic as a player or not, but O'Reilly was convinced it was
Well,
some
that's-
kind of a burglar alarm.
That's
Because
I
what
love
made
you
it.
giving it.
That's
I
what
love
made
you
it
giving
funny.
it the cult roll.
Yeah, listen, that's what made it funny was the fact that these characters really don't know much about Jewish traditions.
no, nothing,
Mhm.
absolutely
Thing
nothing.
like that looks like it could be something after finding a
Yeah.
book of how to summon a devil
Yeah, he was just
and
talking
seeing
about that stuff.
spontaneous combustion. A thing like that really does look like it could be threatening,
Yep.
but
And
in fact
you
it
know,
is
and the next
literally a
time
metal box with a piece of parchment inside.
we try to break into a Jewish family's house, it will be a magical spell.
No,
because
You won't
now
be
we don't
breaking.
think it
I'll be
is.
doing all the breaking.
I
Well,
just
now
hope
you also
there's
know what a mezuzah looks like.
I just hope there is a Jewish viewer of this stream who is laughing their ass off right now the entire time.
Yeah, because it was honestly pretty funny. I was,
Yeah,
I,
No, it's very funny. I didn't like I said. I was like, "This is bad,"
Yeah.
and
But you actually-
but it's like O'Reilly wouldn't think of it that way. He would be like, "Yeah, it's a burglar alarm. It's some kind of burglar alarm that I've never seen before."
But in terms of what you were there for, you did learn that Joshua Schliemann lived there,
Yes,
that he died, they talked about his son
He was
was
not
the son of a
sitting.
late father,
Yeah. One of y'all needs to go talk to those people.
He was
and that
very literate.
you saw that he also apparently burned in the same fashion
Hmm.
as Stevens
While he
and
was
Marin.
standing there.
So he either was standing or sitting on the rug
Why would he be
when it
sitting on
happened.
the rug?
Well,
He
there's
would.
a chair nearby, so why would
Yeah.
he be sitting on the floor? So maybe
Yeah.
he was
Why would he
standing.
be sitting on the floor? He was standing there. All of a sudden, he burst into flames. Probably. I mean,
They're
we're
lying on
assuming
the
the
floor, but
spontaneous combustion thing, but poof, and then probably
Well,
collapsed to the floor as the flames engulfed him.
you're seeing the same pattern with the massive heat, highly localized.
Hmm.
mhm.
Because
And
I mean, that
Neptune
room was filled
Company,
with that room was filled with books.
and it probably smelled smoky still, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, but not as much
Yeah.
as you
Well,
would think.
it's been almost 2 weeks,
But you'd think
so
books would absorb more smoke
no,
Mhm.
Kevin wouldn't put that together. He just knows if you have a fire in a room, it makes the room smell smoky for a few weeks.
for a while.
Um,
Because a room with
yeah.
carpeting and books like that, you'd think would absorb it, especially if unless anyone really scrubbed it or cleaned it.
You need to find out if he's missing any books. Somebody go make which nobody's Jewish. We don't have any Jewish characters here
Yeah, no,
to be friends
that's
of the family. Go
that's not
suck
a
up
thing.
to him,
You
Faye.
have you have you have some friends and customers who are Jews.
Yeah, go suck
But
up to the family, Faye.
that doesn't mean they know. Everybody doesn't mean they all know each other.
No, no,
Besides,
no,
these
no.
guys live outside the points, so
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
they
yeah.
don't even these people if they are members of a synagogue.
How
Are probably not members
how
of the local
likely
Yeah,
synagogue.
would it be if I asked, like, so how close to this building is it to uh our shops?
It's in
Because
a
I'm
different
worried
ward.
if we ask a customer, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I heard from a neighbor
Oh,
about this break-in. Why are you asking this specific question?"
yeah.
it was a fire, and since it's commonly in the common knowledge that you're a member of a fire company, it's
Mhm.
you do have a sort of
Oh,
cover to ask
yeah.
that question,
We
and so
could
you
walk
could work
in.
it backward.
I
Yeah,
was
Like,
just be
thinking
like,
more about asking about the not Dybbuk box.
yeah,
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 no,
Why would? Oh, that's up to Faye. He's the one who's asking about
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
yeah,
We could go back to there and interview them honestly, and just be like, "Hey, we fought a fire that seemed to share similarities with the one that was here a few
that's the thing.
more than a week ago,
Go without
and
me.
we want to. Well, we go without
Yeah. Oh,
we go
and
without Burke.
Oh yeah,
oh,
because
and
Burke might have been witnessed. And go
Who might
without
have not
me,
seen.
because I never
and by the
returned to the scene
way,
of a crime.
worth
Yeah.
pointing out that at least one newspaper will run with the suggestion that the attempted burglary was an act of anti-Jew hatred because someone stole the mezuzah.
I mean, that's
Ugh.
a completely fair thing to. That's a
Because
completely
they finally the
reasonable.
next day. Well, let's
Yeah,
face it,
it's
they
gone.
didn't notice it was missing until they left
Yeah, they wouldn't have noticed it. Yeah,
outside.
yeah,
You have to walk
yeah.
out of the door and turn around to see that it's not there.
You see, Mr. Fay, that's called evidence. You might want to get
Yeah.
rid of it.
so now,
I don't know.
now
I don't read the papers, so I'm not going to advise him
I
to
yeah,
that.
some of the
feel.
newspapers are running with the idea that this was an assault on Judaism
Yeah, on
because someone
Jews.
stole the mezuzah.
There's a lot of people that
I
hate the
would
Jews.
feel.
Yeah.
I would feel anti-Semitic destroying this box.
You don't have to destroy it.
I would feel
And
bad.
I'm not giving you that advice anyway, technically, because I don't read the newspapers. I might hear
Look,
rumors of it somewhere on the chain gang, but
There's no such
Well,
thing as there's no fingerprinting here, so
Yeah.
No.
just like toss it somewhere.
What if I put it in a larger box and dropped it off back at?
Oh no.
Or just
Graham, just
feel
shut up.
bad.
You know you're just going to sell it sooner or later.
Um,
I'm probably
you
not going to
could-
connect you to the
could
crime.
you
I
could
don't know
send
what
it
you're
by
worth.
you could send it by mail.
Send
I
it
can
back to
mail it.
him? Oh my
I can mail
God.
it back.
No,
You could
no,
put
no,
it
no,
you
no,
could put
no,
it
no,
in
no,
a box and send it by mail.
no.
Why not? That sounds fine.
Just don't. Just get rid of it. Throw it away. Give it as a
You can
gift.
throw it away. You can throw it. You can throw it in the garbage.
Just
You could
take
take
it back to their house, go to their
No.
store and buy some clothes and leave it somewhere on the floor behind a rack of clothes or something. If you really feel bad about it, that's what you should probably do. You know what I mean?
You could even claim that someone dropped it off at the fire station because they didn't want it anymore.
You could do that.
That
I
you found
I
it,
would
read
advise
about the
against it.
burglary. I mean, there's a
The
lot of ways to do this. The simple way to do it, if you want to return it, is mail it.
O'Reilly.
That can't
Well,
be that can't be traced back to you.
it can't. But still, O'Reilly's a little paranoid when it comes to robbing and burglarizing places. It's like, no,
I don't.
cut all
I
contact.
don't.
Do not do anything that, for whatever reason, could get you caught. He's
I
really
don't
weird
want to
about that.
destroy it.
Toss
I
it.
don't want to destroy it. That feels mean.
Just put it
Doesn't
in the
matter.
back of
There,
your
there,
closet and keep it
there are
forever.
plenty of ways. There are plenty of ways to return it if you wish. Alternatively, just throw it away if you don't want to destroy it.
The thing
But
is, whatever you do with it, it could be almost positively identified as the one from the house, simply because the way the screws are put in is probably unique. You know what I mean? You can't screw something with two screws into a wall and it doesn't leave a trace of like this fits perfectly. These screws go perfectly in.
well,
Hmm.
while that's true,
That's all
the
I'm
problem
saying.
is that would also answer any other one that was the same size.
No,
Some of these
because
are
if you
standard
put an
rules.
angle of the screw in, it's it's not necessarily gonna be exactly the same. When you screw something into a wall, you put together a set, whatever, you put screws in. A lot of times they go
Oh,
in a specific angle.
oh,
If
I
you
see what you
find the
mean.
piece, those holes are going to match up perfectly to put those screws.
Kevin,
Because they didn't just find this piece. This thing wasn't probably built with screw holes in it, or even
Yeah, it
you know
was
what I
that.
mean?
Yeah,
Was it?
actually it is.
Well,
It is.
okay, you're probably in the clear then, because even I mean,
Kevin,
yeah, you're in the clear. I thought that it was just a box that they had
Here, let
made,
me.
and then they put the screws in. Like you know how you
This
put
is a
screws in.
modern. Here, this is a modern one, but
I'm looking.
I'll
I'm
add
looking.
it
I'm
so
looking.
you can get a sense of what I'm talking about here.
Oops, I'm in the
I'm
wrong
putting it
place.
in
Random.
game chat. Yeah, put
Kevin,
it in
You can
game
put
chat.
O'Reilly with the
Kevin.
door. That's totally how I felt, dude. Whoever put that. Put it in
Oh
gaming
boy.
text. Oh, too late.
You see,
Oh, okay,
you see how
okay.
it has. You see how it has a screw hole at the
Yeah,
top
yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
It's really
Okay,
nice.
it's not as
It's really
identifiable though.
nice.
I thought this was a box that they had made, and then they
Yeah,
kind of like just put the screws in. You know
no,
what I mean?
these are. You can buy these commercially.
Then just
Can
sell
I
it.
can I get a nondescript box and just write on a note, "Oops," and then mail it back to them?
Yeah, that's an easy thing to do.
Thank
Or
you.
write nothing. Or write nothing at all. Just put it in a box and mail
Writing
it.
nothing at all is what
No,
also what Kevin would advise. But
I am
O'Reilly
gonna
would
write.
advise.
I'm just gonna write "whoops."
Oh my
Yep,
God,
that's fine. And put
Josh
it.
or
Drop
Graham,
it at a post office.
you dumbass.
And in fact, if you really
I'm
want to
sorry.
be, if you want to be super paranoid about it, go to the post office and ask the postal clerk to address it, or ask
Mm,
someone else, have someone else write the address, so it isn't even in your handwriting.
yep.
Yeah, see, the fact that
I
it
bet.
was in the door frame, right up against or nearly up against the door, is what made me think of burglar alarm immediately.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
if you didn't know what it was, it kind of looks like one
yeah,
because it's right next to a door.
Uh,
That's where you
and the way you
put it.
described it was, oh, the back could be
I,
open, there could be a hole, something could
It
be
could.
going through. Yeah, okay.
I mean,
So something happens, some mechanism clicks when the door
yeah.
opens, and it rings some bells
I
or
thought it
something
was
in
some
the
kind of
house.
booby trap.
Well,
I
look
didn't
at the,
think
you know
that.
look at the picture of the thing, and
Yeah,
notice when you screw it in, you can't see the back.
right, exactly. No, no, you
So if
described
it
it
was screwed
perfectly
in over,
well.
if you was screwed in over a hole, you would never know until you unscrewed it.
You played into my paranoia of burglarizing a house perfectly, Kevin. And
Oh,
I was
thank you. I appreciate
certain
that.
that it was just some kind of thing that would go ding, 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 ding,
that was,
ding
that
when
was
the
great.
door opened and then wake up the family.
All right.
Because
So
I've run
as
into
it's,
probably that kind of crap before as I've
oh, I'm sure.
done certain jobs and then just ran away.
Mm.
Okay, so I think I think with
Yeah,
mailing the package,
we
we
can
are
wrap
past
it right
11.
there.
Just
Yeah.
sell it.
Sorry, mailed.
I know, I know, I know.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm pulling out the calendar here.
The
Are we
11th,
good to resume in 2 weeks' time?
that's March
Okay.
11th.
It's 11 March. Yes.
I am fine with
That should
that.
be fine.
I should be
It's
okay
fine
with
for
that.
Yes.
me.
Alrighty, we'll do that then.
Okay.
C, B, and C.
All right.
Well, that was
I
fun.
apologize.
I had fun
I
burglarizing a
apologize.
house.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm never bringing Burke again when I do that.
Nope.
Sorry.
I
That's okay.
apologize if I've been a little loopy
O'Reilly
for the
does
last
not say
half
anything
hour.
about it at all, by the way,
That's
Josh.
yeah, that's okay.
It happens. These things happen.
Yeah, and sorry for with the such a downer with the kidnapping thing, but it's quite real.
Yeah, I know.
If you want a full look at it, there's a really good book called The Kidnapping Club. It's the story of David Ruggles.
No, we don't want to read that book. I can tell you that right now.
No, you don't. I have to because it's my job.
I'd rather read about, what
Well,
is his name, Eliza Small,
you
or whoever that
you
guy was that stole the African American who stole the Confederate frickin' boat and got through all the lines and brought it back.
Rob Robert
Robert
Small.
Robert
Yeah,
Small.
Robert
yeah,
Small.
that guy.
That guy was
I
great.
keep every time I get to that and in that early history class, I keep saying, why are they not making a movie about this man? Turns
I
out I saw
know.
It would be
Kickstarter. They're making
amazing.
a movie about it. So
Good. I
they
hope
are.
it's not
They're raising
terrible.
money to make a movie about it.
I hope it's actually
This
somewhat
goddamn it, there
accurate.
should be a movie about this man.
Then he was in Congress. It was
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's
what
amazing.
what
He needs,
okay.
there needs to be a movie about his life.
In this time period, we're Irish primarily, first or second or third generation.
Yep.
How would we realistically feel about little black kids getting kidnapped potentially?
Oh,
Is this something that should upset us? Is this something that we're like, because we're, with Irish background as opposed to just American background?
That depends. I mean,
Hmm.
for many of the poor Irish,
Hmm.
they were recruited to be essentially the foot soldiers of the anti-abolition movement by being
Hmm.
sold on the idea that freed people will take your job. So
Okay.
if you're a dumbass paranoid,
Not
you might
about
buy into
that.
that. But if you're a human being, the fact that they're kidnapping people and selling them is offensive.
Kids, yeah,
Mhm.
that's. But you said New York is really kind of anti-abolitionist at this time, right?
It is,
Okay.
which is all the more reason to stand up and do what's right in that world.
Yeah,
All
agreed.
Well,
right.
and in all fairness, a lot of the people that we're talking about here, the people who are pulling the we're talking about corruption and that shit. Those
Tully.
are the same people who are also involved in anti-abolitionism.
Tully.
Hmm.
This is role play. We could make
Tully.
alternate history.
Yeah.
Tully.
Well, it's also the fact is there's a lot of just because the cities, those in power, were opposed to abolition, doesn't mean people weren't.
Okay.
Like
Hmm.
the reason we know about some of those people, like consider our Lewis Tappan. Tappan was a businessman. He was rich. They burned his fucking business down in 1834 because
Hmm.
he supported abolition.
Okay.
So he doubled down.
Good for him.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's
So the
awesome.
point is that there are,
Okay.
you don't have to rewrite history to be on the right side of it. There are people on the right side of it.
Mhm.
I saw somebody, I really saw a fascinating thing talking about Black History Month and white history. And somebody saying, I still teach white history because I want kids to know about Lewis Tappan.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I want kids to know about the what are their names? The sisters. I can't remember their name right now. The Grimke sisters, who were born to a slaveholding family and alienated their own family to join the battle against slavery.
Hmm.
Or Angela's husband, Theodore Weld, who married her in a ceremony in which they discarded the language of obey to
Hmm.
have a marriage of equals. Like those are real people who lived in that era.
Yeah. I think
So
Kevin. I mean,
there are good people who do the right thing in this era.
I think O'Reilly
You don't have
doesn't
to rewrite
really.
the past to find them.
I don't think O'Reilly knows much about this except for what Connolly might have just brought up.
Yeah.
At this point, he doesn't really care one way or the other as far as Africans, Irish, whatever. Kids,
And
I'm gonna say O'Reilly has a weakness for children. That's
yeah,
why as soon
and
as he heard a children's voice, he was like, "We're out," and he was
yeah,
just gone. Like nobody gets hurt, we're gone.
and
Mhm.
in all honesty, it may be you didn't care and didn't think about it
Right?
until you realized that it was children
He
being victimized.
probably
And
didn't,
then it's like, okay, now I'm gonna do something.
and probably didn't know about it very much because he doesn't read the
Yeah,
newspapers. All he gets is whatever he gets from the gossip
yeah,
that comes from the construction site. So
yeah.
I hope we get to beat up some
I do too. I really
human
do.
traffickers. I really
Oh
hope
yeah,
we get to beat up some human traffickers.
they are. They are.
Some guy
I hope so too, because they're
grabs a
awful
little kid
people.
who's screaming off the street, and O'Reilly's nearby, and he's like, "Oh, good thing I got this bottle,"
Mm,
and off we go.
yeah. And incidentally, that bit with Johnson with the firearm,
Mhm.
I nipped a bit of that from Ruggles.
From wait,
Was
from what?
from David Ruggles. He's a real person because
Mhm.
the people he battled the kidnapping club, and they arrested him several times. They threatened him, and they said they were going to take him and make him a slave. And he made a point of saying, "I own a gun. You are not
I
you are
will
not
kill
taking
you.
me as a slave, and any motherfucker that tries is getting shot."
Faye.
So everybody should know I have a gun.
So
You know where I live.
Johnson,
That's badass.
did he intimate he owned a revolver, or did he say just a pistol? Was he vague about?
What you saw was what looked like a revolver.
So so Faye saw a revolver that he had. Oh, that's right. He pulled it out and he kind of showed it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 4 to 6 shots in this time period, right?
Exactly. He's
Okay.
bought the most
Okay.
expensive, effective weapon he can afford.
I can afford one of those.
He's very serious about this.
Okay.
Also, David Ruggles is responsible for what I think is one of the great bits of shade of all time. So he's traveling from Pittsburgh back to New York on a train. And it's dark through the night, so there's no light in the carriage. And a guy is going on about, would you marry a black woman? And he's like, absolutely, they're wonderful. And they're like, I can't believe you would say that. Like, oh my God. I just freak it all out, of course, until morning.
They see that he's African American.
Yep.
That's great.
So this conversation went on all night.
Hey, Faye,
all night long.
Graham, I have another suggestion for you. You need to recruit Johnson for the fire.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know how that
great.
would go over, Kevin, but that would still be kind of cool.
That would create pushback.
That would cause a scene.
It would create what?
It would create pushback. It's hard
From the other firemen?
Yeah, it's hard to create an organization that's integrated.
That's true. That's true in this time. Yeah.
Like one of the things that it's again in some of those books is I can't remember his name right now. The minister who was particularly anti-slavery, who invited a black minister to join him at church, and insisted, sit next to me. In my, I have this seat at the front. I want you to sit next to me. And that, even in a liberal church, that created a wave of anger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, racism is pretty much
and
everybody.
that man's a minister.
Yeah.
And yet, white liberals got angry when he refused to sit in the back and sat up front with his friend. In a church.
Where everyone's supposed to be equal.
Right. American Christians, hooray. Anyway, we better end the stream.
Yeah,
thanks for watching, everybody.
Good night.
We'll see you in 2 weeks for this
All right,
game.
we'll see everybody in 2 weeks' time.
Bye.
Okay.